Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of Nice and Blunt. We have a guest on today. He's been on the channel before, but not on the live. Now that I kind of figure out the StreamYard a little bit better, now it's definitely the appropriate time. Welcome to the channel, Hoohames. How you doing, man?
What's up? How we doing? I'm doing great, though. I'm doing great.
I'm feeling good. We have a lot of news over the last few days. Like, are you happy with some of your exposures? Obviously, there's going to be like some spots where you're like, yeah, maybe this isn't the best, but there's usually some other stuff that you're proud of.
So, other than the Emmett Johnson one, I feel pretty good about my top exposures. I got 18.8% Rashad White.
Nice.
I got 17% Tyler Algier, and almost all that was before he signed. And like I have 15.2% Godwin. Like, I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, when the ADP closing value is going to be much higher, it's like, well, at the very least, I don't have to chase that player up the board if I don't want to. I have the luxury if I want to or not.
My one regret is that I really liked Chig as a player, and I didn't take him more often in the last round. I had like 3%, but he was being drafted very little too. Like he was going undrafted pretty often.
I liked him a little bit, but I felt like with all of the free agent tight ends, he was one that I just couldn't quite decipher where he might go. Like there's still Goddard with his situation kind of up in the air. There's still Njoku. I viewed him and like Kate Otten like well kind of below them. And I just didn't see enough spots where it was like, I clearly know this is going to work out for them. Like, I thought that maybe they'd be a backup, but I was at least pumping up Gunnar Helm. I should have, by proxy, maybe not faded Okonkwo enough. I think I have like 3% Okonkwo, nothing special.
Yeah,
but
I mean, he went at 160 in my last draft.
Yeah, he's absolutely valuable.
Yeah.
Before we move on, just want to bring in everyone in the chat. We got Scott Young in here. Very happy to see you, my friend, again. Pepper Tony Fimps, as always. We got Lolsimo. How you doing? We got Angus, who I guess was the first one to write first, so it just does qualify. And then we got Jamie. How you doing? And Young Moolah, welcome, Young Moolah. As long as our scheduling isn't impacted next week, I will have Young Moolah on the channel next week. That's going to be fun.
By the way, I know you're newer to Discord itself, but in my Discord channel, I put a crew media thing for anybody who has a channel to post in there.
Okay.
So like if you want to start using that, and like
I totally got to hop in.
Yeah, and then it'll just give you somewhere and give the community a place to go in there and post when they're going live. Like I got the live stream ones locked to me, but like anyone else can post in that one, and it'll help everybody grow, and maybe the community as a whole will grow a lot in the Discord as well.
Yeah, that'd be great, man. It seems like the fever for this is better than ever. Like in terms of like early in the year, like this seems like a good year already, and it's on track to get better and better.
Yeah, and I think that like having a place to where a lot of people can post when they're going live, like will attract even people who aren't interested in streaming, just to have a feed to find content.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that, man. I'll be looking into that for sure. Yep. But I'm not going to read this, but okay. Awesome, Angus. Appreciate you. On a different note, I just have to have one quick brief bookkeeping moment. I wanted to get this done actually before, so sorry. But we do have a new updated promo with Underdog, just so everyone is aware. That $75 promo is over. If you would like to join Underdog, new customers, enter promo code BLUNT. Play your first 5, get $50 in bonus funds. The link is in the description down below. But that is out of the way. Now we can move on. And we wanted to just briefly talk about some of the new landscapes before we draft. So that way we're both on the same page, and we can also kind of fire some off-the-cuff takes, which will probably change as we see what happens. But we'll just go through some of the free agent adjustments and be like, this guy's rising, this guy's going down. Are we kind of in or out on the new ADP? So we got Daniel Jones staying with the Colts. I don't really know, man. I don't think he's gonna play until like Thanksgiving.
They say he's supposed to be ready week 1.
I don't believe that. Like, even if
I
he
think
is, like, he's such an injury risk. I'm very afraid of drafting Daniel Jones. Not gonna lie.
I think he will be out there. I just don't think they're going to run the ball. I think it's actually pretty bullish for Jonathan Taylor if he does play week 1, because I think that,
Definitely.
like, they'll have a passing game, but he won't be stealing goal line touch, because week 1 last year, Daniel Jones ran 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, I suppose I would like to see the glass half full, but like until I get a bit more context, I just don't really believe that. Like, not only will he be ready, but he can stay healthy. But I might be wrong for sure. Malik Willis, we got to the Dolphins. Are you in or out on his price?
I'm out.
I have been talking myself into it a little bit more. I don't like the weapons, and I feel like there's still a lot of variables, but I feel like he rose so fast. I'm probably not gonna be. I don't want to be in the situation where I need him. I'll put it that way.
Well, yeah, I can hear your cat just going to town back there.
Yeah,
that's great. But like Malik Willis, the landing spot doesn't matter, is the thing to me. Like, his prices went up, but the landing spot didn't matter. Like, he was going to run around and throw the ball deep. That's what he was going to do.
But like, I would argue that like the offensive coordinator does impact his value significantly. So like, at least if he went to Arizona, it was Matt LaFleur's brother in charge. There's like some congruency to it. Like, he's going to the defensive coordinator's team, not like, that's where I'm like, I think it was very landing spot dependent. I don't think he got the best landing spot. So
like, I don't understand. What I'm trying to say is I don't understand why his ADPs went up now that he's got a spot. Like, I understand a lot of people why they're moving up, but him specifically, no. Like, if he landed in Minnesota, yeah, it makes sense that he moves up. But like, what, we're stacking him with the one weapon he has, like Waddle and Achane. Like, I guess there's 2 weapons, but like, I don't know.
No, he steamed up to where Kyler was going, and like, now that looks so ridiculous to me. I get it, he can run for all the yards, but like, nah. I would like to see him fall. I feel like inevitably he will be falling. So I'm more out like you are.
You're about to lose your chat here in a minute.
Did I?
No, like, just, it's about to divulge.
Okay. I'm not too worried about it. If we
I know. I was just telling you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Jamie. Okay, now I get it.
Yeah.
Now I get it. Okay. You can cool it, Jamie. You can cool it. Russell Wilson, though, who the fuck cares? Aaron Rodgers, Steelers or nothing. Mariota back to the Commanders, whatever. But then as we scroll down, like, Gardner Minshew staying with the Cardinals, I feel like I'm so glad I was taking Brissett when he fell a little bit, but like, his new price is a little bit crazy.
Yeah, I think that all the other stuff is like, other than Gino, like, it doesn't matter.
Well, the only one that's not updated on this website is Kyler. Kyler is not shown on this. How do you feel about Kyler now?
The same. Like, he was a good pick. It's wild that I only have 3% on Underdog and I have 18% on Drafters, because I just wasn't in situations that it felt right for the team. Whenever I was on Underdog, or I also do more off stream on Drafters. So like, Lutz wasn't in, like, Lutz and certain people have been pulling them up the whole time. And I'm not saying that that's wrong. It just made it harder for me to get to those people.
Yeah, it seemed like I was just behind the curve on when his price went up, and I just never believed in him before the Vikings thing felt real. And so I just kind of like accepted my fate that, like, unless I have Jefferson, which I rarely have in general, at least on the stream, but I just never find a reason to justify it. It feels odd and forced. I've been fading him a lot last 2 seasons, and it has been okay. Holy shit. Yo. It's annoying because I literally gave her food, and now
Yeah.
she's just. It's like once the food is out, then it's time to piss you the fuck off. But
Yeah.
calm down.
Yeah.
All right. If that gets worse, then we'll have to put her in timeout. I do have a final measure, but
Oh yeah.
yeah. Anyways,
Are you
uh,
gonna get canceled today? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're
no, I just put her in like the carrying bag, and then I put like a blanket over it as like, yo,
Okay, yeah.
calm the fuck down, and just like
Okay.
be in your space and leave me alone. Like it's a little overwhelming sometimes.
And
Anyway,
Mycroft, the answer is no. I just before my stream, I was in my stream yard with Updog doing dingers for 2 hours. So I've been sitting here doing stuff. Like I'm gonna have fun tonight, I think. I'm gonna be pretty loose.
you're gonna get into the fantasy baseball soon.
I mean, I'm not getting into the baseball stuff, but like he can't draft live. So
Okay,
we're splitting my accounts and
gotcha.
doing them on my account, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck to you, man. I have no concept of
Me
what's gonna work.
me either. Like so. Yeah.
Good to have some wisdom
Yeah.
alongside you. Angus is a big fan of Keaton Missile to the Chargers, so yeah, that's a good pivot point to go to running back. Well, I don't think it really impacts Hampton very much. I'm not going to be worried about Hampton too much, but I could see his price fall, and if he's going to be going after Kenneth Walker, I'm happy to scoop that up.
I think Missile and my Discord kind of all agrees on this point. Like we all think that Missile is just the handcuff to Hampton and Vidal is going to be the passing down back. And if something happens to Hampton or if Hampton makes a big run and they want to spell him for a play and it's second down, that Missile will go in those situations, stuff like that.
Yeah, there's obviously a role for him alongside Hampton, but it's not
Right.
in a percentage of the snap share that I'm worried about. And I think what we saw from Kimani last season was like very clearly he cannot handle every single game as the starter. If it wasn't matchup dependent, Vidal was really, really shit in the bed. Obviously, the O line was a big part of that, but like having a complement to him is so crucial to maybe carry you for a few weeks and not lose the stranglehold on the division that they lost when Hampton really did go down. Like when they had to pivot on their run game mid-year, they were really floundering for a little bit. They figured it out after a while, but like that's why the Broncos held on to the division.
Yeah. Well,
Injuries.
Keaton's not a good receiving back, and like I know everybody thinks that a lot of people thinks that he is because he's the small guy who's super fast and explosive, and that guy's usually really good at receiving, but he isn't. Like he hasn't been.
Yeah, he's just a house call, like just amazing yards per carry efficiency. That's where his value has come. So like in terms of spike week, I guess that's fine, but yeah, I wouldn't be looking to him at all for PPR value. How do you feel about Kenneth Walker to your Chiefs? Are you happy with that or a bit of an overspend?
I'm ecstatic about it as a KC fan.
Right.
I'm not fully sold he should be going ahead of Hampton, Genty, Achan, and James Cook like everybody's doing right now. Like it I do think there's a chance it works like that because Kareem Hunt's rookie year, Eric Bieniemy was there, and he was an absolute force. And Kenneth Walker is similar-ish, like not like in talent to what Hunt was coming out.
And it clearly indicates like
But
a thought change in terms of their process on how they're willing to win, to finally invest in that position. Like they're not just going to let that fall by the wayside. And if you go back to like historically the Andy Reid running back, like that's a player you want. And so I agree with you that like, the price might be getting too crazy, but like just the Chiefs backfield alone, that hype is gonna push him up. And like until the content changes, it doesn't feel as exciting.
Let me rephrase it. Like until BBM season opens, I'm kind of out on it because of like he's been going all over the board. He's went all the way back down to like 36, all the way through that round. So you're basically replacing like Malik Neighbors for Tedero McMillan. in those builds,
Right.
or AJ Brown for Drake London. And like I get it. Like it's probably only like 60-40 difference there, but like I don't know. I'm having a hard time with it. I also want to see, like, Kansas City still needs an offensive tackle. He's not the best at running inside until like those 2 games in the playoffs where he finally decided he had patience. Because up until then, he never did. So I think it's good if he can continue that. But we still need a tackle on one of the two sides.
Yeah, the offensive line definitely a priority. At least it signals that you're not going running back in round 1 anymore. But like,
Right. That's why I'm
Love
happy.
seems not to even.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably the best outcome you could ask for sure.
Absolutely.
But we got River Rat Jason Calhoun in here saying good evening. Appreciate you joining us this March 12th on a Thursday. And yeah, River Rat did win the subscriber league redraft league last season. Bounced me from the playoffs in week 15, took home the chip. Congrats, Jason Calhoun. Coming to get you next year. But otherwise, we got ETN to the Saints. I love that for him. I think that's an amazing spot.
Yeah, it I didn't have them as a buyer.
Me neither.
At all. Like the fact that they emerged as a buyer like completely shocked me. I'm just gonna admit I was wrong there on ETN. I still don't think ETN's good as a player. I just think that he's gonna have a lot of production there. The Saints are an offense I've been in on.
I am a bit worried that he could fall off a little bit after getting paid, and just like last year was a contract season, he stepped up, but there have been some injury concerns with him over time. And I just like that system. And then he can also like drop 36 in a given week. Like there is that aspect of his ability. So he was mostly going on the right side of the board. I think you could pull him up to like 24 and not be upset about it. If let's say you started Jamar London, Jamar Neighbors, hypothetically, I wouldn't hate ETN as your RB1 just to get a little bit different.
I'm pulling him up to like 28. I think I have him rated at 28 or something now.
Yeah, I think 27, 28, maybe even 26 just to be different might be okay. But it depends on the build. Like I'm not doing it all the time. But yeah, definitely worth a pull up every now and then. And then otherwise, like Algier, Cardinals are meh, but like he's a starter, so great. Gainwell now with Sean Tucker coming in there, maybe it's not like perfect, but still really talented, good opportunity in my opinion. I think Rico Dowdle though is one of the big winners. I think Rico Dowdle is better than Jalen Warren.
I heard you saying earlier that you would, or your stream last night. I watched it today.
Mm-hmm.
You were talking about how you liked him over Jalen straight up. I just think they should both go at the 7-8 turn or 8-9 turn or whatever. Like,
yeah,
they should just both be together.
I wouldn't say overwhelmingly more, but I would say for the sake of the contest and what I believe will turn out at the end of the season, I think Dowdle's going to score more points, and I think Dowdle has more explosiveness and has the Mike McCarthy connection. It's not going to be like his first go around in this system. I genuinely think that like if you kind of punt the RB2 now, I don't want him to be my RB1. I guess it can work, but I'm not going to go that far. But if he is your RB2, I think you're in okay shape. I don't think it's the end of the world, especially if you like grab 2 running backs right there that are starters. Like last night on the stream, I think I took Dowdle and then Ramondre at a good value. But like if you get Chuba there, I feel like that's a solid way to fill out your depth in a range of the draft where I previously didn't trust at all.
Yeah, for sure. I'm kind of leaning more Algier there. And to be honest, like if I'm going to have a split backfield, I'm kind of, this is ugly, but why not Blake Corum if you're going to commit to a split backfield?
I mean,
I get it. Like he has less of a chance to be RB1 on the team, right? Like we get that. But that team is going to score an insane amount of points this year. And even the RB2, as an RB2 last year, he had several good games. And we don't even know if the Steelers have a quarterback yet.
I think they're going to have someone, but
I do too.
I'm also
But
projecting. I'm also
yeah.
projecting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I do think that Rico should go higher, but I'm just implementing that question. Like, why not? Right?
Okay.
Like, I just think that Corum, like, I think Corum should go like 108, 109, not like 100 where he does. I think Rico should just kind of stay where he was, and Jalen Warren should fall back some spots.
Well, at least my take on it, up until this point, we were taking Corum like above Dowdle because of like the certainty of knowing that we were in that offense. Like that's why Monungai is going high.
Yeah.
And now that we have the certainty, I'm not really convinced that the like amount of touches that Corum is going to get is going to be on the same level of what Dowdle got, because like Dowdle absolutely blew past Chuba Hubbard and like, you know, forced the Panthers' hand to keep him as the RB1 just because of his raw talent ability. And like what he's able to do is like, I think what we've seen is a little bit just his talent being better than some of the other guys. Whereas like with Corum, I'm still not convinced at all if it's just him or the system that he's in, and like, you know, playing for Jim Harbaugh, getting 27 touches his last year of college. Like, would he be able to do that if it wasn't connected to where he's played? And then Angus with this comment, the Jarquez Hunter disrespect. I mean, I'm not going to worry about him at the moment, but he is relevant.
Were you on my stream the day I pulled up all the carries for the Rams last year?
I don't think I was.
The saddest day of my year so far is whenever I pulled up all the carries for the Rams last year to look. I was just wanting to look up
zero Jarquez Hunter.
Like, I was just wanting to look up like the split between Blake Corum and Kyron Williams for myself. What I didn't expect to happen was to see the zero. Like the Ronnie Rivers, I think had 7 carries, and Jarquez Hunter had 0. Like I was not expecting to get just slapped in the face whenever I typed that in the fantasy points. And like I had 20% Jarquez last year. Just made it so bad. Well, that's like I'm still getting hurt by it. Like I'm still getting hurt.
Well, that's the only reason why I'm like, I don't really know exactly if like we understand the Rams plan, you know, to a T, like we might think, because like last year, you know, we were drafting Jarquez above Blake Corum because we thought year one, Blake Corum was like such a big bust. And like, why would they draft somebody else if Corum is like anything like this? I think he fumbled at like a very inopportune time as well. We were worried about Blake Corum, and then he comes out here and, like you said, leaves Jarquez in the dust. So like things could also just change a little bit there. Whereas I guess with Caleb Johnson, I'm not worried at all. But you know, maybe I should be.
Well, so the Rams have signaled they're 100% in this year, right?
Right.
I don't see them like changing up their move. Like
barring injury, no, I doubt it. Yeah,
I don't see them changing up the thing that worked really well last year. Whenever they're still in,
probably not. Well, you know, to each their own. I think it's a similar tier of like backups you're getting, but like I at least from my logic of why I'd still go Dowdle over Corum, just to put a button on it, is like I think Kyron's a much better player than Corum, whereas I don't think Jalen Warren is really any better, if not like equal to Rico. So that's where I see a bit more like opportunistic upside, barring an injury.
Hey, by the way, everybody, go hit the like. We got 38 watching. You got 17 likes. 36 watching now. 17 likes.
Appreciate you, man. And if you're in here, if you have not subscribed to Hoohames before, we got the link in the chat, and as well in the description. Just scroll down briefly, and you will find how to get to Hoohames' channel. Really, really sharp voice in the fantasy space. His channel's coming up quickly. You want to get in before he hits 500. You really do, just as a badge of honor, because you deserve a lot more subs, my friend. I really believe that.
It'll come.
100%.
I'm putting in the work, and I need to do more on the editing side, but we'll get there.
It will all come around, man. Just give it time. Keep showing up, and I have faith for sure.
Yeah. So My favorite signing is Rashad White, and I've been projecting this for a while.
I mean, I think we spoke about it many times when we were at least. I know we have one team at least that drafted him, if not multiple, depending on the streams and stuff. But like,
Yeah.
I was always in on like Rashad White is talented and he connects so well with Jaden Daniels. And like once the dominoes started falling and they were left available and he was like the last best guy on the board, it was like, well, he's either going there or Seattle. So like, let me double down before it
I
really gets overwhelming.
I've done like 10 drafts in the last 24 hours, and before the signing, I'd done a bunch, and I that's a great comment by Angus there. But I basically spent that whole time just pulling up Rashad White to 130 because he's going to be going at 110 here soon.
Oh
Like
yeah, I
when,
mean,
when when Best Ball Mania opens, he'll be at 110, assuming they don't add another running back. I think this also confirms everything I've been saying about Jeremiah Love. Probably just going to be a Titan because the NFL teams know what's going on a little bit more than everybody else.
yeah,
And
for sure.
I think they were kind of holding out hope, like to try to maybe make a trade to move up for Love, and it never worked out. So
Well, young Mula is asking, how much will I get on Kalshi if I take Jeremiah Love to the Rams? It seems like you're getting nothing, according to Hoohames.
yeah, yeah. I
Either that or the Giants, but the Giants, I'm sure you're kind of just like blocking out of your thought process. But I agree with you. I think it's Tennessee.
number one, I think it was a bad bluff. Number two is
Right.
don't think they're going to have a chance. Like I think that's why they stopped talking about running back.
I think you'll be telling more than just your grandkids. Like this will be like on your resume when you get your your next promotion. I'm also subscribed to Hoohames.
Yeah, and I'm sub to. I was one of the first 500.
Exactly. I know ball.
Yeah,
Boss.
yeah.
What do you think of Pacheco?
I really like it. So number one, he's not getting any money, so they're still completely live to draft somebody.
Right.
But he is absolutely a Dan Campbell kind of guy. They will spell Jameer Gibbs a little bit with him. Like he's not awful at football. He just he's just hurt a lot.
Right.
I think that he's going to be. I think when BBM season opens up, like if they don't change anything, he's going to be going in the 160s, 170s. RB2 for the Lions. Like
It's purely landing spot. Like that's the only justification I can have. But like I don't really believe. But Dan Campbell's a good motivator. I'm sure he'll show up when asked to. But I kind of feel like he's just going to get hurt and eventually. But
absolutely.
At least the landing spot's ideal. And then last thing that happened, what was it earlier today with as we scroll down, Emmanuel Wilson to the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, like, glad I clicked him a little bit, but like the contract, everything just signals I think they're drafting someone.
Yeah, I did a draft on stream yesterday, my double elite quarterback one, where I took Rashad White at 140, and I randomly clicked Emmanuel Wilson, who I haven't clicked in a while. I feel pretty good about that right now, but I think they're looking to trade back at around one and to take Mike Washington or Jadarian Price.
Yeah, it seems like that's probably the move. They have pick 32, so like if they can move back a little bit, get a little extra, and take a running back there, I think that's going to be.
Washington feels like the kind of back the Seattle has continuously drafted.
Yeah, you think is a shoe-in for them?
I'm kind of like I'm finally starting to take Washington again.
I see.
Because I think that he could be that fit in the second round.
Definitely, I've been a little averse to like chase him up the board. It was like such a big overreaction, but like I took him enough to not feel like crazy, and now I feel like there's a bit of FOMO sinking in where I'm like, okay, now I need to really address drafting him.
Well, so number one, like he was going to 200, and then all of a sudden he's going to 110 every draft.
Right.
Like, that means that the price is going to settle at some point. So taking him at that point was bad. And is still bad. Was always be bad. Like every time that happens, that's always bad.
Now
And
I've kind of gotten where if he's on like the 130s, I'm like, okay,
yeah,
automatically.
yeah, 130, 140, and we have all the other landing spots, all that stuff. So I think that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
And then we'll just talk about receiver real quick. There's not too many names that changed hands at receiver, but Alec Pierce staying there. I guess now his ADP is a bit more justified, but I've seen him fall, honestly. Like, I feel like people are not that excited.
The market prices everything as best case scenario happens, and then when it doesn't,
Yeah.
like with him, they were pricing that they thought he was going to go to the Bills or the Patriots, and we could tell that because Romeo Dobbs went way up the board.
Yeah. I'm glad I've been taking Romeo Dobbs a lot. I like that spot for him. I thought the Patriots, especially once they moved off Diggs, were just like ideal, really great spot.
It's a perfect spot for him. I'm just ready for Jawan Jennings to sign with the Commanders.
Do you think
like it's the perfect fit? Like
I can see
Rashad,
that.
yeah, like the perfect fit with Chig, Jennings, McLaurin, Rashad White. Like it'd be a very balanced team.
They just keep filtering through the discarded Kyle Shanahan receiver.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Yeah.
Put on a different red uniform.
And it would be pretty hilarious because everybody's linking up to Ayuk that if they just go with the other one.
Well, I saw today that the Niners are just going to drag their feet as like, we're going to control your destiny, Ayuk, as long as possible, even though we voided the contract. Like, let's entertain every possible trade, and at the last possible second, if that hasn't happened, then we'll get rid of you. But like until then, you're just stuck here and you don't get to negotiate on your own. Like,
yeah,
nobody
in that situation is happy.
No, and it's all his fault, really. He just has himself to blame, really.
Yeah.
You're not Treylon Burks to the Commanders?
I think it's fine.
No, yeah, I'm kidding. Jalen Naylor, like you said, interesting spot because we were assuming Shaheed would go there for a while, or like, and they gave him a pretty big deal.
Yeah, he resigned, by the way. And Mike Evans, like, fantastic spot. But Naylor, I think, is fine. Like, I think it's just going to be a battle between him and Trey Tucker. I don't think it's definitely his job. Like, he got kind of Tutu Atwell money. So,
right.
I think it's not for sure. Evans, perfect landing spot. Absolutely perfect. Tyquan Thornton going back to Kansas City is very interesting, too. As a 20th round pick, he's always on the board.
Exactly. I will get up to 8% and then reevaluate if I want to, go up from there. But I think he's a great person to mix in that wasn't really being drafted up to this point.
Yeah, he's a low owned dart. I'm probably going to stop at like 3 to 4%, but like you pick whatever number you want. Like I don't think it's a bad pick.
I might end up having like 3% John Mechie on like certain Bryce Young teams just for the hell of it, but in general, that's not very, very important.
What is your take on the Falcons wide receivers?
I think they're drafting someone. I don't think they brought in a valid enough person to and like that's a valuable spot to be in, but like I'm just not I'll mix in a random Dotson, like I just said with John Mechie, like 1 or 2%, just so I have a few. But like in general, I don't really have much belief. I'd rather go Tyquan Thornton. I think they're going to take a rookie.
In my sheet for my predictions, I had him going to the Falcons, Juwan Jennings.
Okay, so, that would be nice, but I don't know what their cap space is. Let me pull that up really briefly. The Falcons, I think they're down. They're at 20 mil. 18 effective at the moment, so they could do that, but I genuinely think they'll be more draft based to hit that.
But, all right, but Wandale is a fantastic pick too. Wandale and Pittman both got really good landing spots. They both need to move up. Like I had like 3% Wandale, and I'm just taking him every draft at 93, 94.
Yeah, if his ADP doesn't move very much, I'm going to grab him everywhere I can get around there. And then I think he could legitimately go where, like, you could argue versus Parker Washington. I don't think you're insane.
Tell me why you're in on it like I am. And
Well,
let's see if we get to the same answer.
I mean, there's the Brian Dable connection, first off. So it's not like he has to learn a new offense, make a big adjustment. He's already familiar with the system where last 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, at least 2 years ago, I know for a fact, 140 targets in that system. And then you pair it with Cam Ward is like capable of throwing for over 4,000 yards and like 30 touchdowns if he figures the NFL out, which I believe one day he can. I don't know if it'll happen year 2, but I think one day he will. I believe in Cam Ward. And then you start looking around the competition where that's why I was in on Ridley last year. It was like, I don't trust any of these people. DK is the only one I think can do anything, but they have some somewhat similar skill sets. And like, just from a target share standpoint, I think it's very clear he's going to be their number one. The contract is worth $17.5 million per year. So he's not going anywhere. And like, I just believe in Dable. I love that Dable doesn't have to worry about also being a head coach. He can just only isolate on the offensive game plan. I think the Titans are live to win the division and really shock some people. I'm in on that offense, but it's just been like, where is the value? And now that I know who it is, I'm totally in on Wan'Dale because he's just so much better than what we thought a week ago.
My reason is Cam Ward made Xavier Restrepo look like a superstar.
Yeah.
And Wan'Dale is just so much better of an athlete and a player than Restrepo. And yes, I get it. It was college versus NFL. But we know that Cam Ward likes that style of player. And Wan'Dale can do more than just the middle of the field stuff. He can also go deep. So, like, I think that it's a insanely good fit. Like, insanely good.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
I don't think it's egregious to like by July that Wan'Dale's going where Ridley was going last year. I mean, probably not going to happen. I think 6th round is probably the cap, but I don't think it's crazy once you get to like Jordan Tyson in round 6 to be like, I'd rather just have Wan'Dale.
In full PPR, I think we're going to get Wan'Dale to like 80.
Yeah, with full PPR, he'd be elite.
Yeah,
of a pick, but half PPR a little bit different.
Yep.
Touchdowns sometimes evade him, but I like him a lot.
Me too.
But so he's a big winner.
I think that's most of them. We just kind of glossed over everybody.
We can just quickly look at tight end. Kyle Pitts stays, likely goes to the Giants. Kelsey re-ups. Hawkinson restructures. Kate Otten stays. Okonkwo to the Commanders, we mentioned. Kolar for blocking with the Chargers. Bellinger, who cares, to the Titans. Noah Fant to the Saints, pretty irrelevant. And then Hooper, I think leaving New England is just good for Hunter Henry, but watch him draft someone or bring in Dallas Goedert or someone. And then, there's still Njoku on the board, and then Goddard has like a weird contract situation that will be.
I haven't even thought about that. Like
it'll be resolved soon.
New England Super Live to take Stowers.
Yeah, New England at the moment looks like Hunter Henry is like an elite pick, but odds are they're bringing in somebody else.
Yeah, and Dolphins re-signed Dulcich.
Okay.
I didn't know if you've seen that.
That's okay.
or if you
forgot. I'm sorry.
It's not high on your radar. What's wrong?
A couple years ago it might have been. I there was a time when I was a believer in Dulcich.
He actually looked good at the end of the season. It sucks that
he had a connection with Russell Wilson for a brief moment. He had a flash in the pan, but no, not anymore. I'm good.
Yeah. All right.
I do like Malik Washington though, with the Malik Willis, the double Malik W. I'll take that every now and then. Anyways, we've rambled enough. I think we're ready to hop in, shall we?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Well, of course it fucking happens. Location error. Apology.
Go ahead.
I wanted to try and sneak in maybe without letting anybody know, but that's what I get.
Bill says, I think Kirk will end up in Minnesota. Clarify, do you mean Christian Kirk?
If you ask Stephen A. Smith, it's Charlie Kirk, but
Yeah.
Ye- that'd be interesting.
There's not many people I like seeing less on my screen than that man, Stephen A. Smith. I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's just rage
I
bait.
can't do it.
It's all rage bait.
I've been out on Stephen A. Smith since 2005. Like
Okay.
I cannot believe he's the only surviving member of ESPN, basically.
I mean,
how?
He's a good businessman. He knows how to corner a market, and who knows what blackmail he has on somebody.
Yeah, I don't know. Good for him. Like that's all I could say. Good for him. I don't want to watch. Like, congratulations.
Okay. We hopped in. If y'all want to join, there's still one more spot left. One more spot.
That's not bad. We won't be slamming people.
Unless they hopped in already and we're now in their lobby.
Yeah, I forgot that Christian Kirk is Kyler's friend from Arizona. That makes sense.
Okay. They did move off of Naylor, so they do need a number 3, and it seems like they can't totally. Oh, we got the 101.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
You didn't read this correctly either. He's the bestest friend in the whole wide world. you got to say it. Like whenever they type it like that, you gotta commit. You gotta commit to it.
So sorry. I was distracted by this tab. And apologies. I'll give it its full respect. Yeah. He's Kyler bestest friend in the whole wide world.
There you go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I just wanted to say it, honestly. Like I just
sometimes I'll type something in the chat just to with the hope to get the host to just say it out loud. Like once I typed in the lyrics for Money to Nothing in your chat, and you're like, nope, I'm not. Are you Gibbs or Bijan here?
Oh, I'm Bijan.
All right.
I was Bijan in every situation before, and I was even before the Demont thing saying like it doesn't matter if Demont gets traded, I still want Bijan 101. Because of Stefanski. Stefanski has absolutely proven that he will use a workhorse back.
Yeah.
And we don't know that about Dan Campbell yet.
Plus, you got to be worried about Pacheco, right? Right now, you don't have to worry about anyone with Bijan. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Like, just imagine if Pacheco, if Jahmyr Gibbs is out there, like, giving him support, and Pacheco uses all that energy and stomps on his foot accidentally. Like his foot's gone. It's basically Jahmyr Gibbs instantly turns into Joe Mixon at that point.
Well, I'm just waiting for the play in like the middle of the third quarter where Pacheco just runs into the guy holding like the big like satellite dish.
Yeah.
Just bam.
Yeah.
And then Pacheco's just out for 2 games, and then Campbell remembers like, oh right, there's no reason to take Gibbs off the field.
I want to rant for a minute, by the way.
You go for it.
Kyle Brandt on NFL Network. Okay. His whole Angry Runs thing. Everyone knows the segment. For 2 years in a row, Pacheco was like every third week in the running. And every time he was in there, he's just like, well, we know he's going to get one, so we're going with this other guy. And he continually done that. And now Pacheco has literally nothing. He doesn't even have a scepter. It's your fault, Kyle Brandt. It's never going to happen. Your fault.
Well, did he eventually give him one of the wins?
No.
Like that's some bull. You can't just say we're assuming. He needs to have gotten it, and then it's like, well, we're not doing that again.
Well, James Conner got 3 of them, and like so another rant on that. Like, I don't consider it an angry run whenever your entire offensive line pushes you 7 yards down the field. That's BS. That you've done nothing. Your feet aren't even on the ground most of the time. Like, what did you do? Like, oh, look, that guy can breathe. I don't like it.
He protects the football.
Yeah.
He keeps both hands on it.
Yeah. Yeah. But just a little tangent there.
speaking of tangents, I'd like to address this comment from Young Moolah. Why am I trying to avoid us? It's not intentional. I'm getting used to the hosting duties. I lost track of the chat so bad when I had Anthony on Tuesday because I just didn't have. I only had one screen, and I just didn't have everything in the right spot, and I just ended up covering the chat like for like 20 minutes at one point, and I just completely forgot that it existed.
Oh, I have an extra wide monitor, and I have it full screen behind, and then I use it normal screen for the one I actually draft on. So like I can position it perfectly to where I can see the guest face and the chat, and then in the middle is that, and then I have my other screen is the YouTube stuff.
I've got it where I can have it all done on 2 tabs, and now I know where things need to be, but it's just different.
You got to set it up. You got to get used to it.
Yeah, it's different than my OBS setup, so I just totally lost track of it. And that if that happens, that's the main reason why. I'm not intentionally leaving the chat behind, but sometimes it just happens.
Where Kenneth Walker goes, shocker.
Pick 16. We're coming back up.
Josh Jacobs went early.
He did. You want to take Chase Brown falling a little bit, or who's your favorite receiver?
I'm in on Chase Brown. I like Nico the most, but like we could do Pickens or Olave. We could.
I would rather give us a reason to stack up.
What would you
Dak or Shuck than Stroud? So
okay, what would you rather do something weird and pull up Josh Allen here?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think
let's do Pickens. I don't do a lot of Pickens. I successfully did a CD Lamb Pickens earlier today on DraftKings.
Okay.
And I actually landed the Dak at 80 on DraftKings, which is wild.
Nice.
Team turned out pretty well. So Josh Jacobs fell back to like 34, 33, 34 or whatever. So team actually looked pretty good.
Coolers is not holding back. Pulled up Jacobs and then goes Breece Hall 27 to pair with Jamar. Interesting.
Well, like, so him and I did a lot of the same DFS stuff last year. He had a little more success than I did, but we both were successful and we both kind of got to the same ideas. And best ball is essentially a 1-game slate at the end, right?
Right.
And the one thing that you notice is like you want to vary your exposures, like around a base. So having unique combinations is infinitely more important. Like it's infinitely more valuable in the end. Like if you're going to do several slates, do you want your whole portfolio there? No. But if you're going to max and you have Jamar Chase, I'm sure he already had some Jamar Chase and Bowers, and he already had some Jamar Chase and Chase Brown. So now that he's already got those, he's starting to move people around to get those combinations. And by doing that, you pulled a guy from the 3rd round in there, so you get 2 3rd-round guys. Like,
and
fair. Then nobody else doesn't have it. So even like it's number one, diverse for your portfolio, but number 2, it's also diverse versus the field's portfolio.
Yeah, that's where I think if you really want to go, like, if
you're going to max, you need to do things like that.
Exactly, for sure. The volume, I think, as you get deeper into how many you have left, you got to be like, okay, well, I'm not repeating a bunch of teams I already have. How can I get unique and different? And that's legit. I don't see. I have Jacobs and Chase Brown in the same tier, so I don't think that's weird at all.
Yeah, no, I think you could look at it at a 1-game sample. Like, how often does Josh Jacobs and Breece Hall outscore Derrick Henry? It's probably, somewhat high.
It happens on occasion,
35% of the time that both of them do. Like like in a weekly slate, depending on matchup, it's probably all of them equal, right?
100%.
So like being forced into the ADP feels a little weird.
Yeah. Young Moolah goes quad wide receiver, not taking a single running back.
He's been doing a lot of hyper fragile or 0 RBs.
I mean, so far it's pretty strong to have Burden as your 4th. Cannot complain. But we'll be back on the clock soon. Is there a direction you want to go in, or not give up too much info?
I definitely want the guy on top, but Coolers isn't going to let that happen.
Coolers didn't even have a chance.
Yeah. So at this point, it's do I like Evans enough to pull him up here? I mean, I do.
It's the new price.
It is the new price, but like, I don't know. What do we want to do here?
I think the fall on Adams is totally worth it, and I don't hate pairing him with Evans at all. I'm fine with Odunze. And then I could even justify DJ Moore this high, but I don't see the point. Adams for sure. I'm locking in Adams.
I'm very in on Adams.
And then whoever you want in the second. Even if you want Lamar, I don't hate it, but
that's
I don't think
that's what I'm debating. Lamar. I think we go Evans. I think we just go Evans.
Yeah, I think for the build, we have good quarterback options at the moment. I'm good with Evans.
Yeah, and we just locked up two gigantic touchdown threats for like two of the highest powered offenses in the league.
Yeah, combined, you can almost just account for 25 touchdowns between the two.
No,
maybe that's a little bit high.
Like
20 to 25.
Let's say it's 15. Like 8 touchdowns.
I think that's low. I think that's low.
I think last year they only had like 20 combined.
Well, yeah, because Evans missed some time, but like if they're healthy, Adams had 15 and also missed some time, or
right? But Adams isn't going to one for one repeat that. I don't think.
I just see them both as 10 touchdown type of guys, and if one goes 12, 13, it's not going to shock me at all. So 25 a little high, 25, but 20 I think is more realistic.
Even if it's locking in 15 touchdowns, like that's a lot of points.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had 17 total last year, but like Evans would have got another. Like Adams had 14. Evans had 3 in 8 games, so you put that out, that'd be 8. On average, like the elite receivers have 8 to 10 touchdowns a game. So on the low end, 16 is kind of like that doesn't mean like Jamar Chase had 17 that one year. JSN had a bunch last year. Like that's not including the top guys, but the elite middle of the pack guys generally get 8 to 12, something like that.
We also are underrated getting some divisional correlation between the Rams and Niners with that.
Yep.
That's a little extra. We could have a game where they both combine for 5. Adams puts up a hat trick and Mike Evans goes crazy too. Like, it's possible. I'm not going to say it's likely, but it's possible. You never know.
I will say I have a bag of Adams right now. And I don't think it'll matter that much for this year, but I'm kind of getting the feeling that the Rams are targeting either Concepcion or Mikhail Emmett at 13.
Oh, they're, I think, in on receiver for sure. And that's where
I think that those two profile perfectly for them.
Yeah.
And I think that like limits the upside of I'm moving Chase to 3 for sure. Jamar Chase. Like, yeah, I've had it been Puka, and like a while back I kind of leaned Jamar Chase, and now I'm confirming it's Jamar Chase. Like I was like playing with it, and I'm like, no, it is Chase. Because you kind of had to play what you think the market's going to do a little bit as well, right? And I feel pretty strong with everything that's happened. Like they just signed all of Kansas City's DBs, right? Like Sonny Styles isn't going to be available for the middle of their defense at pick 13. But one of these wide receivers will be, and Jordan Tyson isn't probably the guy they want. I think they would want somebody who's like more of a slot guy, but more inside out slot as well. And Concepcion and Lemon are both that guy. Like Cooper's that guy too, but like as much as I love Cooper, I feel like when the NFL teams get involved, like it's way more likely that like if we're talking about pick 13, I think it's way more likely that a team is going to be absolutely in love with KC Concepcion's profile than Cooper's. I think Cooper is the floor play. I think Concepcion is the home run swing.
Yeah, I don't think I'm willing to assume Omar steams up that high. But
Right. Like I think that Omar's a lock to go top 40. But I
yeah, I think that's appropriate. Early round 2, I think, is where he'll
I could
wind up.
even I could even see him going to the Panthers at 18 or something.
You don't believe in John Mechie, Hoohames? Come on.
I
You know I'm
decline.
joking. You know I'm joking.
Yeah, I declined to answer.
I plead the fifth, Your Honor.
Yeah.
What are you thinking here? I've seen enough quarterback values fall. I'm willing to push it.
Yeah, they're falling all the time, and like we kind of want Brock Purdy anyway. That's
Do you
who I
want to
want. I
grab
want Tyler Warren's good.
Tyler Warren?
Yeah,
For sure. Grab a
I'm
piece of
fine
him.
with it. I'm fine with the double stack. We could
Would
either
you?
double stack Alec Pierce or Ricky Pearsall. Which one do you want to do?
Honestly, would you even consider Fannin here or no?
I don't
I would
want
go
both.
Pearsall. But
Let's go Pearsall. I know you're out on Pierce, but Pearsall's fine.
given I'm kind of just out on Daniel Jones a little bit, I don't think I want to double commit to Indy there.
I mean,
But
if you're going to do it, you might as well double commit. If you're going to be out on them,
I
like bet against if you're not going to have a whole lot of Tyler Warren, like why not when you take Warren double down on the bet that you already aren't making?
well, my take on it is like the Pittman leaving is what gives them so much value. However, I kind of see it more as like legitimizing Tyler Warren's ADP rather than like reinforcing Pierce as like the best value in that section. But we are at the long term. You can take whoever you want. I would just rather give us a reason to like fully commit to stacking Purdy than fully commit to stacking Daniel Jones.
Well, like also taking Pearsall there and like massively enhances the chance that we get Purdy back because nobody's
Yeah,
going to take him and then stack him on the way back because it's
exactly.
pretty popular. Like at this point, like if I took CMC, I'd be stacking CMC, Pearsall, Purdy. Like,
Yeah, that was
I need to do that at some point. Honestly,
that was a big motivating factor. I was like, if I would have been fine with either. I don't think there's like a clear right pick there. I think Pierce you could lobby for being better, but to just guarantee that nobody else had the incentive of having Pearsall Purdy, I wanted that.
So for me, I am kind of getting more out of the double stacking stuff. Not that I'm saying it's right, but I think I'm getting out of it. But when I do it, I'm going to use it to try to force a push at quarterback. Like
I feel
like I pulled Ibuka up and then I pulled Godwin up to push Baker 2 rounds, basically.
Gotcha.
Like I got Baker at one, like in the 9th round, 110, something like that.
Okay.
Or no, I got him at like 120 whenever I did that. It was like a round past where he goes. Like because you decentivize other teams from doing it, right? Bucky was on the opposite side of me, and I took both of them on this side. So whenever they went past, if they wanted to double stack, it's fine because having 2 pass catchers on a team and having a team bet and not having the quarterback isn't really the end of the world. But like if you're going to commit to that offense, like other people have less of a reason to do so. So you might as well try to push in that situation. And especially if I'm going into an offense that I don't love, I'm even more willing to push it at that point.
Knowing that, I fully agree with you. But knowing that Wandale went there at 85, would you ever pull him up with the at the bookend here just for the sake of it, or is that too steep for you? Because we talked about Wandale earlier.
I've literally been clicking him at 90 every draft.
Okay, so 73 would be way too pricey.
Is that 73?
Like instead of Pearsall is what I'm saying. Could you see a day where you took Wandale over Pearsall?
I mean, I'm a Pearsall truther, so I mean, it depends on what I'm doing too. Like this might be wrong, but like if it's a Rashee Rice team, I want Wandale just in case. If it's a team of just because Pearsall's a ceiling play, right? Like he's an
Yes.
absolute ceiling play, and he
Yeah.
actually fits perfectly with Adams and Evans because I think that they're more floor plays. Like they have
Right.
ceiling,
Okay.
right? But like Adams was like 17 points or something like many weeks. Like he was the guy that was close to being in all the lineups for DFS and then never actually cracked them.
Well, they're both going to be like on pace for 1,000 yards, but they're not going to be on pace for like more than 1,050. You know, like
Yeah.
they're just going to hit the threshold, and
Well,
if they
you
get
mean
hurt,
like
they won't hit it. But
right?
if not, they're just going to only crack that just to
I
say
mean,
they did.
I think they could get 1,200, but
It's
like
possible,
yeah,
but like Adams had what, like 875 last year. Adams was kind of low. He got hurt though, and then Evans,
yeah.
has been right at 1,000 for a while, but
He
also
had
got hurt.
798. All right, go
Okay.
back. We're gonna take Brock Purdy for sure,
I mean, Dak is
and Dak.
circling back.
Like, why not just take both and be done?
That's the plan, but yeah, we did not get sniped. I think that's clearly the plan.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only other person that interests me here would be Jadarian Price. If Dowdle had fallen 3 picks, I'd lobby for him, but the double stack feels so
I
good.
think we locked this up, and
Yeah.
we got a ADP follower there, and we lock up a position and gain an extra spot on our roster for a position we're going to be weaker at.
Yeah.
And
That
to
worked
be
out great.
honest, this team feels like it's going to be hard to not feel great at a position having Bijan and Chase Brown.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
like, I do
Up,
think that coming back around, we may take 2 running backs. We may just take a wide receiver and a running back, but running back has to be one of the two. I think.
Yes. I think so. We're getting to a point where that position is going to dry up. So we need a third soon for sure. I expect a bit of a run right ahead of us with Coolers and Cade also only having 2, but Bijan Chase Brown feels like a great just staple. Right. And then we got our flex covered at the moment. We got both stacks at QB. Honestly, this team feels really balanced and really good.
Yeah. And if like Coolers would have taken Purdy for the bit, like it doesn't really matter because Dak is the better unique piece anyway.
Yeah, getting Dak there was super valuable. I was like watching him, and then I was like checking which team had CD Lamb that passed at 11, I believe. Yeah, Losimo passed with Lamb, and then just like hoping he continued to fall.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm loving this team.
Yeah, man.
There's a specific player I would love to get. On this, there's two players that I feel really good about taking here.
I have some names as well, but I don't want to throw them out there. I've been trying to get better about like
Chris Rodriguez is a pretty good pick right now.
Yeah, I mean Sean Tucker is really going to blow up in Jackson, in Tampa. I mean,
yeah, like I think you just take the Chris Rodriguez and Sean Tucker's here. Absolutely great picks.
Since we know for a fact that Jeremiah Love's going to be a giant, you might as well just pull up Tyjae Spears.
I don't know what Coolers is talking about over there. They're just making up names and sounds.
He's on mushrooms and he's just speaking in tongues. That's what's happening.
Yeah, Coolers, the known cackler. Like did you ever watch the Who's Crew episode 1 with Coolers?
That was a good watch.
Yeah, he's like the least cackly person probably ever. And I've been calling him the cackler. He's back there cackling in the corner every time he does something.
I liked how he just locked in on that. He was like, no nonsense, it's all business. That was a great stream. Stafford goes 114. I'm liking some of these new quarterback prices, man. Like so much more affordable than just a week ago.
It's almost like I knew exactly what the market was going to do and have been talking about it for 2 months. Like literally exactly what I said was going to happen is what's happening. Because 100%. It did it last year. Like it's going to do it every single year in the big board. When there's uncertainty, people are going to play scared.
All right.
Is that Emmanuel Wilson up top?
He's a bit of a scroller, actually. Just a little minor scroll. But Jonah Coleman goes. Juwan Jennings. Who you like, man?
I want Rashad White if he's available.
I you don't have to convince me, bro. Fuck yeah. This is where JCM was going.
That is exactly who I want. Like
we were on the same page.
I'm even fine either doing Jordan Mason here or Mike Washington with the other pick. We could do Gainwell. I'm fine with Gainwell.
I would rather go Jones, but we could go Mike Washington as well.
I wouldn't hate. I'm fine with any of that.
I think with Seattle open, man, let's go. Let's take a swing. Let's go.
I'm kind of leaning that Seattle's going to make a push for either Price or Washington at this point. So I think that makes sense.
Hell yeah.
We've already invested capital at 4 wide receivers, so that could get us to the flex there. So running back scores more points overall. So taking the double running back there, I think, is a move that makes sense. I've been fighting the Mike Washington all the way up, but now what is that? Pick 130-ish?
We took him 121, but our next pick is 144. He's not coming back.
Yeah, he's not coming back. But is that too high for where I think he should go? Probably, but he's not coming back. And if he goes to where we're projecting for this stream, which the last time we did a draft, we projected a lot of people to Buffalo, and we nailed all of them. Every one of them
every stack.
Yeah, every single one. We got a 12 stack Buffalo team.
I don't know if you noticed, but when I was titling that video, I didn't put a punctuation because I was for a second I wanted to put a question mark, and I was like, well, let's be confident, but then I also didn't put a period because we had no fucking click.
Yeah, and we got 0 of them.
But we also had a fire team. Like,
the team was awesome.
Pretty fucking dope. Once the Evans thing happened, it was like, well, wasn't the stack we wanted, but it was the stack we needed.
Yeah. Yeah, so like we nailed that one. So why not just put Washington and Seattle? Because what could go wrong? Against San Francisco, right?
Absolutely. And if we do get Seattle, then we're getting even more divisional correlation with Evans and Adams and Purdy. And then if with Rashad White in Washington, we have another divisional correlation with Dak and the Cowboys.
Absolutely. Like I love it. And like Tyler Warren, like fantastic pick there. Like this team feels very, very solid.
Yeah, we were so balanced. We were rewarded with that Dak Prescott price, and then like I'm really glad we have Pearsall for just like the because now we don't have to take Daniel Jones. I really don't want to take him, man.
It's all good. Like I get it. I have 4.5% or something. Like
I think I'm at 3.5. I think I'm at 3.5. But I took him with Anthony the other day, and it was like, okay, I got that out of my system for a while.
Right now it feels pretty good to take Josh Downs at like 130 and then Daniel Jones in the next round if you were behind at quarterback.
Yeah, he's not terrible, but I just don't believe he's going to stay healthy. But I do like the Colts offense. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Downs goes 122. So speaking of pulling people up.
Yeah. Come on, Cade. Is that Cade? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Cade.
Very legit pick.
Where do you get your ideas, Cade? Come on.
He's not watching.
No, absolutely not.
Jamie, is Jamie in here? Did I miss Jamie?
No. He wants to. I'm assuming he wants a grade on the team one.
Right.
His whole bit.
Yeah, he's in here with us for sure.
I guess he got lost in my Discord in the deep files.
Yeah, I mean, he clearly got distracted.
Yeah.
Brooks goes right behind Charbonnet. The injury risk with the upside, I'm like.
I will say that their lack of doing anything is bullish for the Charbonnet pick.
Yeah.
I don't want to take him here, but like,
no. If I can get him in the 13th, I'll mix him in on occasion. But like the more you think about it, it just feels more and more compelling. Like all he needs to do is just get healthy early enough, and you have him in the playoffs as possibly the guy.
RB team, the young Mullah's building here, where he had to pull Woody Marks and Jonathan Brooks up 3 rounds. It has to feel gross.
I think
I think Tyrone Tracy's kind of a fun pick here.
Yeah, we are a
Or
little thin at receiver. I like McMillan. I like Omar Cooper. I don't think he's coming back. You want to
take
take
McMillan.
Cooper?
Yeah, that's fine.
McMillan
Sure.
or Cooper?
Either one or both.
I want to go Cooper. I have a lot
Or
of McMillan, and then this value on Tyrone Tracy is very
actually
legit.
go Shaheed. Go Shaheed or Tyrone Tracy. Either one.
I'd rather go Tyrone.
Shaheed's just
honestly.
the divisional correlation, is it? But like I think Tyrone is a really good pick here.
The only thing is our running back room is kind of solid.
I mean, it is.
I don't mind McMillan, Shaheed, but the price on Tracy's not bad. Who would you like?
Let's go Tracy.
Okay,
Like it gets really ugly.
that's fair. Yeah, that's very legit. And like, if Washington takes a while, we have Tracy for the early season role that we're expecting, and like, I also think there's enough touches in that backfield to kind of split for a while, even when Scadaboo does get healthy.
Yeah, well, it's a bet against Scatabo. It's a bet on an offense we think is supposed. Like I think it's going to excel. Even like the players look like it might excel. Like we'll see what Matt Nagy does.
Your favorite?
I'm not a big fan, but like he's also never had a quarterback like Jackson. Like Jackson Dart is a better runner than Mahomes. By
Right.
far. By far.
Yeah.
And I mean he's not near the passer, but like yeah. That's why I was saying. But yeah, he can't feel good. The kid just can't feel good. It's just
Well, what's interesting is his comment kind of earlier. I kind of glazed over. I thought you said you were looking for softer fields than these chat goons. Too many sharks. I know I'm looking for some guppy ponds, but he did hop in.
yeah.
He wants the smoke.
I've been doing 2 drafts every night after 8 p.m. Central, and those drafts are going pretty well.
Honestly, whenever I do the late night streams as well, I feel like there's always some odd things that happen in that lobby that like you just can never really account for during the day. Also, like the sleep depravity that kicks in helps for me that I'm on the West Coast.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, like ADP followers, like they just decide a player they hate. They just decide it just randomly all the time.
Mm-hmm. Big board is 3 out of 12. That's a very valid point. So I don't mind sometimes. I'm going to be more particular in other contests. Yeah, the 3 out of 12 gives you a little extra leeway for sure. But
I need to do another bigger board.
I'm waiting a little bit longer to do one on the stream, but I would be, if you're interested, I'd be happy to have you join me for it.
I mean, I'd love to.
Yeah, man. I would. Having the extra mind definitely helps. And like at this point in that context, I don't really care as much about some of the price differences because it's much smaller.
Well,
and also
you get less dead roster spots.
Exactly. The rest, as long as my entire pick chart is more accurate than it would have been, then I'm willing to pay a few more extra prices to know that I'm not missing as often in the teens. But also, you only have to finish top 4 in that to get your money back too. So like that there's, I definitely want to do some of that, but I've kind of been trying to hone down what my strategy a little bit in the cheaper ones. But yeah, I'll let you know.
Well, so the very first one I done on 2-7. I got a Brock Purdy, Mike Evans at 71, Ricky Pearsall stack with Brock Purdy.
Ooh.
And I got Shaheed stacked up with Darnold. Like I nailed all of it.
Nice, man.
I got the Barner bring back. I got Rashid Rice. Unfortunately, I've done two of them. I've had the 102 both times. I've got Jahmyr Gibbs on both.
Your boy Emmett does go.
That's fine.
But
we don't really need a running back here. Like
what tight ends are available?
What tight ends are available?
AJ Barner, David Njoku. I think Njoku is actually kind of interesting because the Patriots we mentioned, and then I've seen rumors that he's going to Philly.
I mean, we could take Barner for the divisional correlation as well.
We could.
I'm fine with either one. I'm fine with either one.
Barner is going to stay healthier, so I'll go Barner. But I have a lot of.
What wide receiver do we want here? I'm kind of in on Pat. Like obviously I'm on Pat Bryant, but I'm kind of into AD Mitchell now.
I think he's okay. I've taken him enough. I'm fine without it. But Pat Bryant's interesting. I don't take Franklin very much, so I'd be fine mixing him in. I love Trey Harris, but you know me. And then after that, it's kind of gross.
We could do Trey. We could do Trey or Pat Bryant, either one.
I'd rather go Pat Bryant. I think Trey could even circle back, honestly.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, so this team, it got Emmett Johnson at 119. Rip. But I did at 2.7, I took George Holani. Nobody was doing it. But it's Jahmyr Gibbs, Chase Brown, Judkins. So, like, even though I only have 5 running backs, it feels fine. And I nailed some of the stack stuff. So if it's just Jahmyr Gibbs, Judkins, and Chase Brown, like that could easily get me to the play, like out of a 4 of 12. That's enough to get me there.
I like it, man. Yeah. Sounds pretty good.
But yeah, I would love to do another. Like I would just let me know whenever you want to do that.
Yeah, I think maybe next week, if not the week after. Because I have
it is 60% filled.
Yeah, but until I see it in the 80s, I'm not going to panic.
I mean, how many are you planning on doing, by the way?
Max 2.
Okay. I'm debating on if I want to max it or just stop at 3 or 4.
For my bankroll, I don't really want to tie up an extra, like a full 500.
Yeah.
And then like the odds of making back 200 or more are pretty high. Whereas in order to make a profit, if you max it, you have to make the final, which is, very achievable. But if you don't make the final, then you just guarantee you lost money in the contest. So that's where I stand. I'm like, I want to do one 100%. And then I think if I don't love my first one, then I'm definitely doing a second, but I'm still not sold on doing more than that. Personally,
it is 20 puppies.
Yeah, it's just my own situation of how I want to spend the buy-ins.
Yeah, and like that's something like you have to spend what you can.
Yeah, everyone
not what you want to.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm more, especially knowing that like that's only one stream for me, and I also want to like stretch my funds for the streams in particular. Like I can do 10 big boards for that price as well. So yeah, that's all. But appreciate you, Jamie. Has everyone hot the like button? It's pretty hot. It's pretty. You definitely want to test your. Do you have hot hands where like you can flip tortillas on the stove or?
I don't own those yet.
No.
I just reach down and go, ow. Ow. That's what I do.
Well, I was raised in that scenario. So that's the thing. You gotta pay your dues at a young age, and then your hands just eventually say like, oh, we don't register that temperature anymore. You're good.
Yeah. I use a fork. I use a fork to prop it up, and I grab it and flip it.
Yeah. I got some Mexican traditions in my family that will not be changed.
You see Young Mula's team right now.
Massive green log.
The big green log. Like it's been a while.
At least he started with Swift. Swift's not terrible. Dobbins, Woody, Brooks, Aaron Jones. I mean, maybe he assumed he was getting Rashad. Not in this lobby. Aaron Jones, 152. Vidal, Keaton, Mitchell, and then Emmanuel Wilson, 185.
Pour one out for the guy who took Trey Benson. Like,
damn, dude, platinum. Bummer.
Sorry, man. You lose. Sorry.
I'm not in it on Kamara. We're on the clock. I mean, my boy Tank Bigsby's there, but we don't really need that position.
I mean, we could do
I still kind of like DK, honestly.
It could be a random Tesla share, too. I don't have much Tesla right now.
I have too much Tesla, honestly. I'm fine also pulling up Ryan Flournoy because I don't think
Let's do Bigsby first. I know
Did I get it?
I mean,
I think I got it.
You got it because it lagged.
Yeah, it's lagging.
Hit wide receiver real quick.
I'd rather go Flournoy than DK on this team, personally.
Well, yeah, we got Dak.
Yeah.
Let's
You
do
good with that?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Flournoy is 19% for me. I'm trying to wedge it down to like 18%.
I'm going to find out what my Flournoy exposure is real fast. But if I had to guess,
so I actually have some relatives down that live in San Diego. Like my aunt is from Tijuana.
Nice.
We didn't get to see her very often, right? Because I live in Middle Illinois. But like the few times we did, like she would always cook, and like it was a different experience cooking authentic Mexican versus what I do. You know?
Yeah, there's a lot more effort that's put in when you have someone that knows what they're doing.
A lot. I don't know if this is common, but there was a lot more yelling too. I don't know if that's a stereotype thing or if it was just this one person. Get away! I'm cooking. But I was a little kid at the time, right? Like for most of it, you know.
If you've ever shared a kitchen with someone that like knows what they're doing, and you don't,
no, I'm that way.
I am just in the way. I
cook a lot, and I'm that way. I'm like, just let me do it.
Yeah,
I totally get it.
Yeah, my grandmother makes like really great cochinita pibil. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
No.
It's a traditional dish from the Yucatan Peninsula, and traditionally it's made with pork, but you can use any meat you want. It's going to be like slow cooked, and if you go full traditional, which we don't do anymore, but I've seen it happen, you'll wrap it after you marinate it with all the spices in like banana leaves, and you'll start a fire underground, and you'll
the old coal cooking.
Yeah, you got some rocks on top of the fire, then you put the meat in there, and then you bury it, and then you'll like get it out the next day pretty much. And like that's if you really go ham, but like you can also just use a pressure cooker and expedite the process as well. Traditional crock pot is also perfectly fine. But if you want to try it, it's just on Amazon. I think you can get something called achiote paste. And like the amount of spices that are just in that shit, like you are going to be very happy with the flavor bomb of achiote paste if that's all you put on it.
I will say I'm one of the pickiest people you'll ever meet. So like, I'm gonna guess there's something in it that I don't like. Like I don't know what it is.
It's a lot of like chipotle peppers and just a lot of different spices. It's so tasty, man. It's worth trying.
Well, so I like dried peppers. I don't like the juice. I can't do the juice in the peppers. So if it's based on like the dried peppers like that you use for spices, I love it.
It is. Yeah. Yes. It's like a drier rub. And what I will do with it to like put it on, put it in the blender with like squeeze one orange and like only use orange juice. And then just blend it until you have like a good consistency. You're probably not going to need more liquid than that. If anything, that might be too much liquid. But just blend that up with some straight up orange juice, and it'll be fucking fire. I promise you.
All right, so we got
Kate on the clock. I feel like Jeremy is my preferred, but I have a lot of him, so I'm fine going elsewhere.
We could do that. We have.
I don't mind Kyle Williams either.
5
seconds. Jeremy or Kyle?
Whichever one you want.
I'll go Jeremy. In my heart, I want Jeremy, but then there's tight end, and we could. Excuse me.
I think we let's take another one of these tight ends. Let's take.
Who do you want?
Like I want Freiermuth, but like hit just tight end real quick. Yeah,
that feels like the safest to me.
Yeah,
I don't mind Ferguson though. We have Adams.
It could be one of those Max Clare teams too. But
we'll go Freiermuth. We'll just take Freiermuth.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna I think we our wide receiver room feels really good. I think we just take a scroll wide receiver with the last pick.
Okay, you want to grab a 9th for sure?
I think so. Our quarterbacks are fine. We have double anchor running back. You have to start the most wide receivers, so the extra chance at the spike there matters. And we also filled the middle of our draft, so the higher capital overall is probably at running back as well. And it only fills 2 positions and possibly 3, right?
Yeah, that's valid. We had 5 running backs by the time we took Omar Cooper as our 5th receiver. So
So I think that with that structure, we need to do another guy. And I'll just name off some names. I like Bryce Lance. I like Skylar Bell. I don't mind in a team like this taking Chris Bell, the guy with the torn ACL who may come back.
Okay.
I don't mind a Tyquan Thornton chair. I don't mind. Who else could we do? Ted Hurst is fine.
I think I've clicked him enough. I mixed him in for
that's kind of
a minute.
Yeah.
I don't have very much.
Darnell Mooney's maybe the best click on the board as well.
I can't tell if you're putting up a smoke screen.
No, I think it's actually good.
You do?
Yeah.
Where do you think he can go?
Anywhere.
You mentioned Chris Bell. Sorry, no.
Yeah.
Tyquan, and then Bryce Lance. I haven't clicked enough Bryce Lance. I like him almost as much as Ted Hurst, really, but I just end up clicking Ted Hurst way more.
I like him way more than Ted Hurst. Skylar Bell was one I named.
Yeah.
He's right there. He's right below Bryce
Sky
Lance.
Moore?
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Absolutely.
No, you don't want Olamide Zacchaeus or someone?
I mean, I've actually clicked him now.
Calvin Austin to the Giants.
I mean, that's a low owned thing. Darius Slayton, if he's a good pick down here too.
He's interesting. Yeah, I think I might rather Calvin than Slayton, but he's at least on the roster.
It's just a divisional correlation thing, and I wouldn't even hate the Calvin Austin thing.
We did also mention the Christian Kirk situation. He might go back to Minnesota with Kyler.
I think Yoshi Voss is underrated.
Yeah,
he gets a lot of slot snaps whenever he is in the game.
He's relevant. Did you see Khalif Raymond goes to Chicago?
Yeah, I did.
That's probably nothing.
Ben Johnson getting his guy.
What about Kevontae Turpin at all? That's probably overkill, right?
I don't. I mean, I want to. Savion. I'd rather do Savion.
Savion
Williams, two picks under.
Is there any thought process on Demarcus Robinson currently under contract with the Niners? Or
I think we just take one of the. We have plenty of options here.
Honestly, I think if Bryce Lance is there, that's who I'm going to take. Otherwise, whoever you want. But you mentioned Skyler.
If you don't have any Skyler, I think Skyler's a good pick. I think Darnell Mooney's a really good pick. So there's a ton of places he could land.
I could see Mooney. I thought maybe he might reunite with Matt Nagy and go to the Giants, but they just brought in Austin, so maybe not.
Yeah, but they could add him. Miami needs pieces.
Right. Okay. How about
heck? He could end up in Kansas City if they don't plan on drafting a guy.
I suppose, yeah. Any of these three, whoever you want, I'll go with your pick.
I think Bryce Lance is the pick if he's there. Okay.
Let's do that.
I'm probably going to be overweight on him. My overweight guy that was probably a bad pick last year was Pat Bryant. So I'm acting like I'm smart now because it might have worked if he didn't get hurt last year. It didn't work, but it could have. So now I'm definitely down a little bit on that because I was one of the only ones in on Bryce Lance before.
I like his athletic profile for sure. I definitely think he has potential. And then there's also just the Trey Lance connection, just for the memes at least. But all right, let's review our roster. We got the 101, and I think we made out pretty well. We went with the 2693. We got a Great fall on Dak by 14 total spots. We took him at 96. We took Purdy technically past ADP 97, but that doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Bijan at the 101 with Chase Brown, minor fall, anchor running backs. We also have Rashad White, who we pulled up 120 with Mike Washington Jr. That feels very justified. And then we did get a falling value on Tyrone, so kind of negates one of
I was
those.
gonna say we basically broke even there.
Yeah,
kind of, between
at least with
Tracy
one of
and
them.
White. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Tank Bigsby, we got a fall. I'm shocked to be in a lobby that gave me Tank Bigsby at the end of round 16, but I'll take it. Don't have to convince me. I like the running back room. I think we're in great shape.
Yeah.
And then receiver, we got 9 of them. George Pickens, Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, Ricky Pearsall, so the double Purdy stack, Omar Cooper Jr., Pat Bryant, Ryan Flournoy, so another Cowboys stack, Jeremy Bernard, Bryce Lance. So a few bets on rookies, but I like the talent that we're taking. I like the names. I think those are 3 you should kind of prioritize. Maybe not Bryce Lance as often, but Bernard and Cooper, definitely priorities in my book. And then tight end, we got the strong Tyler Warren at the top with AJ Barner and Pat Freiermuth. None of them are stacked up, but I don't think it matters.
No, I don't really think it does either.
Yeah.
And Barner's a bring back possibly for San Francisco.
Right. We got a good team here, man. I think we're in great shape. We just need Tyler Warren to show up, and I think everything else will fall into place.
I mean, I think we're very strong at every position. Like, usually you look at your team and one position feels a little weak. I think this team feels strong at every position.
Yeah. The Rashad White click feels fully justified. Like, that's where JCM was going, and like 100% give me Rashad over JCM. So I think that's just the new price, if not higher than that soon.
Yeah,
and then
it will be.
We pull up Mike Washington, but like he's just not coming back, so who cares?
I don't know about Rashad White because Rashad White has a lot of haters in the fantasy space, like a lot of haters. A lot of people just don't like him. A lot of people just don't like him.
Okay, he's been a little bit overhyped at times, where like I can see not liking him because he's oversold, but like from a floor standpoint, from a pass protection standpoint, like he is their most talented running back now, and that's just a valuable backfield. I think he's found a great spot. I think he's going to crush.
I'm going to say something, then I'm going to look it up, but I'm fairly positive he has never not paid off his ADV.
I believe that. So maybe when he was going in the third that one year, maybe not.
As a rookie, he had 8.2 points a game. Then he had 15.8, and then 12.5, and then last year he had 8.4, but he was going late. And if we look at last year's game logs, he had a 23, a 17, and a bunch of like 9-point games. So like, not great, but like he's also in a backfield with Bucky. I guess Bucky was hurt. So he actually didn't do great down the stretch, but like he gave you like is a low floor, but like somewhat of a floor.
Yeah, and I think he has the opportunity to really contribute and be the main guy. With Rodriguez leaving, that opens up a lot of touchdowns. I like Bill, but I don't believe in him more than Rashad. And then now it's really just, will they bring in a rookie, and is that rookie going to be able to even compete with him? Like I think he's a very safe pick. I'm not going to say that he's like as good as Rico Dowdle, from a free agent standpoint, but landing spot, everything considered, I'd much rather have him than JCM. And if that's the case, we're drafting the Commanders RB1 in the 11th round. I'll take that.
Yeah,
but I did love taking him at 150 forever. Maybe I can. Yeah, I can. I think I can pull this up here. This is the. I don't know if you ever used the solver. It's kind of like one of the overlays type of thing, but like, it's just a website for free. And I have Rashad White at 25%, just shy of that. And my average pick is 158.6. So that's going to be pretty nice closing value at the end of this tournament. I'm excited for that. But I'm also willing to pull him up like we just did.
That's a ETR, right?
The website I was just on?
I mean, yeah, never mind. Like, That is, I'm pretty sure ETR is like
Yes, I believe so.
like they put that out.
This,
Yeah.
yes, I believe so.
But yeah.
Uh, Okay, but do you want to review anybody else's team before we move on?
I mean, if anybody wants to, like, we can. I think
Hartman, yes.
yeah. What was his name? My mind just blanked.
Coolers.
GAB.
Oh, young
They seem pretty hyped about their modified 0RB.
Yeah, let's take a look at this 3962.
I've been sitting in front of this computer screen for 6 hours now, so my mind's starting to go.
Yeah, you're good, man. You're good for a second draft?
Oh, absolutely. I'm good for a while.
We'll take a peek at young Moolah, and I'm also curious how Cooler's team looks. But if anybody else,
you have to get out in an hour, right?
I think an hour or so. I think I don't know if I can do a third anymore, but
well, right. Like I just mean you have to leave and like because these drafts take about 40 minutes.
Yeah, we'll see what the time is, but definitely we can do a second, 100%, and then we'll see again at the end. But he has Kyler, Shador, and Deshaun Watson. He's got DeAndre Swift, Dobbins, Woody Marks, Jonathan Brooks, Aaron Jones, Kimani Vidal, Keaton Mitchell, Emmanuel Wilson, and Marshawn Lloyd. Goes for Marshawn Lloyd. And then at receiver, loaded up top with Jefferson, Neighbors, T. Higgins, Burden, Harrison, and Addison. So a very legit Kyler pull-up. And then at tight end, Harold Fanning, Greg Dulcich. How you feeling?
I don't love it. I'm not going to lie. I don't like it.
It's a little...
You're weak at 3 positions. Like, at one of them, you drafted 8 players. Like,
He drafted 9. He drafted 9.
9. Okay, yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, the Lloyd feels grasping at straws. But, you know, he's got the Seahawks RB1 with Emmanuel Wilson. So the steal of the draft.
If you're going to take a late Green Bay running back, you should just take Damian Martinez, man. Like, if you're going to go down that rabbit hole, be a real man and take Damian Martinez.
He does have both Chargers handcuffs, though.
He did a couple handcuffs in there, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was confused for the Emmanuel Wilson Marshawn Lloyd thing, but because that just moved.
Yeah, it's like, but I mean, receiver's elite. You know, he doesn't need much depth at receiver, but Dulcich feels like a wasted click to me.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
and then
Marshawn
quarterback
Lloyd could have been any other, like a third tight end. Like,
I also think this quarterback situation is just poison.
We've all been there. We've all been there. Like, I'm not going to talk crap on that because we've all been there. And like, if you got to do something ugly, like
I like the Swift pick. I think the Swift pick was fine, but
I think the Swift pick makes it to where you shouldn't have went past 8 and probably stopped at 7 because because this is like a super modified hero more than a 0 RB.
Well, with 9, is it really? Are you really committed to it? I mean, GAB just says wait and you know, count the checks at the end of the year.
I mean, I've been nice compared to how I really feel.
It doesn't make me inspired. I'll put it that way. Quarterback is just, you need a lot for Kyler. You need Kyler to just crush. That's the only path, but I doubt it.
I just think that one of those middle running backs needed to be a random wide receiver, stacked or not,
or just a better quarterback.
Not the quarterback is what I meant to say.
Quarterback for sure. But okay, we'll move on to coolers.
There's a reason, Steven. There's a reason we don't see very many 9 running back teams.
Okay. So QB for FK Coolers team has 3782 with Lamar, Baker, and Brissett. Got Brissett at 190. I haven't seen that in the last 48 hours. That feels really nice. Jacobs, Brees Hall, he went a little unique with it. Jonah Coleman, Emmett Johnson. So bet on the rookies with Rodriguez at 171, Najee Harris 219, and then Jamon Claiborne in the final round. Wide receiver has Jamar Chase Terry, Jordan Tyson at pick 70. He has been falling. Michael Wilson, Chris Godwin at 94. Casey Concepcion, Jalen McMillan with Baker. So a double Baker stack. Chris Brazel, the second. And then Mark Andrews stacked up, and Kate Otten also stacked up. So triple buck stack.
I'm surprised he didn't go 3 tight ends there.
A little bit shaky when Andrews is your first.
I'm gonna guess Claiborne was just that there's no more anything left pick.
Right. What was tight end?
That was 236, right? Yeah,
even Gesicki got sniped.
Yeah. What can't interest you in Greg Dulcich, sir? Or was he?
No,
he'd already got taken.
Dulcich was already taken, man.
Yeah.
Not even Evan Ingram was on the board.
Yeah.
He says the only tight end for me.
Yeah. I think he wanted to do something down there.
I mean, it's round 20. It's a fair reason to not know exactly what you want to do.
It's great. So one thing I want to point out about our team is we took Mike Washington to be RB1 for Seattle, right?
Right.
And my joke that I've been saying for the last 3 days is we currently have RB1 in Seattle in AJ Bartner.
We do. We have the tush push.
Yeah, we got it. Nailed it.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts is the king, and then AJ Barner is second in command.
Barnyard, baby. Yeah.
I'm kind of just interested in how Cade went, just that team right before us. Also, Lolsimo's in here. So I'll take a look at Lolsimo real fast.
Yep.
Just curious. Daniels, Bo Nix, Bryce Young, Hampton, Kyron, Chuba, Katron, and Kamara. A little risky for me to go 5 with Kamara there. But CeeDee Lamb, Tet, Christian Watson, Myers, Jaden Reed, Higgins, Travis Hunter, Zachariah Branch. Not in love with the Hunter pick, but that's just my personal take. And then goes 4 tight ends with Ferguson, Schultz, Okonkwo, and Ingram. Didn't let us get the falling Ferguson price, but that's okay.
How you can tell if somebody uses sidekick? How many?
If they go 4 tight ends?
Yeah, if they went 4 tight ends or not. I actually like. I've been doing some 4 tight ends over the last couple of days, and I like waiting until like 140 to take a tight end, and then taking like 4 of them in the next 6 rounds. And those teams usually feel pretty good.
It doesn't feel awful. I'll say that it doesn't feel awful in the 20 round, but if it's 18 round, I could never justify it.
Well, I mean, but
that's not what. Yeah, we're not drafting 18 rounds, so
yeah.
I think the last 2 running backs on this team, though, I think I would want a 6. Personally, I think I'd want a 6.
Well, sidekick specifically is doing this is what it's doing. It's going 3 running backs in the first 7 or 8 rounds, and then just adding 2 guys at the end. And then it's going 4 tight ends every time.
Okay.
That's just what it's been spitting out a lot for a lot of the people who are using it.
Well, now I know. Now I don't have to spend the money on the sidekick since I know the strategy.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you don't know what the players are, what the playoff stuff is. So it's
there's no schedule. You might have a massive, huge bye week in week 14. Just 10 players all get stuck in that. But at this stage, I'm fine just checking my exposure consistently enough, and then I might be interested in the overlay at one point. But at this moment in time, I'm not fully there. Personally. And then Cade right before us had Caleb, Mahomes, Geno, Gibbs, Travion, Tyjae, Brian Robinson, LeQuint, DJ Giddens, and Jamari Taylor. So that's 7 running backs. Nico Collins, Romadunze, Alec Pierce, Worthy with the Mahomes stack, Jawan Jennings, Josh Downs. Nice pull up. We said Shaheed A.D. Mitchell. You were interested in both of them. And then Brock Bowers, Kenyon Sadiq. That tight end room feels pretty dope.
Yeah.
Pretty solid, but running back depth a little thin. With Gibbs, though, who cares?
So champ there, Steven. We did not take 9 running backs with Bijan. we definitely took less than 9 running backs with the first pick.
We had 7.
No, we had 6.
No, we had 6. We had 6. Yeah, we had 6. My bad.
Because we
I saw
took
some
first
other
and
teams
second
had 7.
round, and then we didn't take another one until like round 10, and then we took like 4 or 3 more in the next like 5 rounds.
Yeah. All right. So I feel good about our chances in that lobby to advance. Top 3 feels like an achievable finish, but
I don't know. There's a 9 running back team in there.
yeah, we're gonna get 4th place clearly.
I mean, we probably will because we like usually whenever you talk crap, like that's when all the luck goes wrong.
Fantasy karma is a real thing, man. Totally real.
Yeah.
But I am ready for anyone who wants to join in the big board. It's on the screen here, but definitely going to pull it up on the phone because we got the location error earlier. If you want to hop in, hit that button right now. I'll be joining in 3, 2, 1. And it should be synced up. There's 3 more spots if anyone wants to join.
All right. We got 30 watching. I got 31 likes. That's fantastic.
Appreciate that, everyone. Really appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as well. And then I think perhaps it's buried. So let me copy it. But Hoohames channel, if you just type in the search bar Hoohames, you will find it. He's got the owl logo and phenomenal best ball takes fantasy channel. Subscribe over there if you have not done so already.
Are you on? Oh, so okay, never mind. For some reason, whenever you brought that up, like it covered our names. I was trying to figure out where our names were, like in the because you said, like, bring up that graphic again.
This
weird. Why, when you click that, does it remove our names?
I mean, that's just the settings I've seen in StreamYard where like when you isolate a comment and it gives them their name, but it just removes those ones. I've seen it on other channels too.
Oh, I've never paid attention on mine to see if it does that.
I think it does it. I could be wrong, but maybe there's a button I'm just like not clicking.
You can tell how much attention I pay.
Yeah. You know, it's easy to check out sometimes once you have like things comfortable. It's like, okay, unless there's an emergency, I don't need to update my.
Oh, are you Puka or Chase at 3?
I've taken so much Chase at this point where I just have to get some shares of Puka, but in my ranks, I do have Jamar over Puka.
Okay. Yeah. I don't get the 4th pick. Like I don't get the 4th pick very often. And whenever I do, Puka or Chase always goes ahead. So
you want Jamar?
No, let's go Puka.
Okay.
Like I'm fine with both of them. I slightly it's pretty close. I just slightly have Jamar first.
It's very close. For the sake of exposure now, I'll be taking a bit more Puka if I can. But in my rankings, and I like put out official rankings videos, I will have Jamar number 1.
Yeah. So we got Champ as Stephen Haynes, by the way, if you didn't know, at the 101. We got the 3. We got Young Moolah again here to beat us down with 9 running backs. We got Alex, and we have. Is that it?
I recognize Bats. I've seen Bats before.
Bats. Bats is around.
Yeah. But I can't say I've ever seen Scuzzy Brush before at the 106.
I must be in an adjacent draft. Good for you all. Oh, yeah, I'm in. Yeah. He was just too busy looking for our team at the 101, I guess.
I think I recognized Jonathan Carbs from Jiri's stream. I believe he hops in with Jiri in his lobbies.
Very nice. I have not witnessed Jonathan.
I don't know if I recognize him from my chat, but I think I've seen him.
My stream time doesn't vibe with everybody. That's why I've started trying to stream on Saturday, and like on Sunday nights I'm going to stream. Actually, this week I'm have a BBG on.
Oh, okay, nice.
We're going to do it an hour later than usual. because usually it's 6:30. He wanted to do 7:30. I'm fine with that. It gives me it gives me actual time to relax before the stream.
Nice. I think I'm gonna have Candyman back on next week after his vacation's over.
Yeah, him and I are going to start doing a weekly show. I think on Tuesday
Oh,
nights,
nice.
or Wednesday nights,
Sweet.
or we're going to do bi-weekly. Last year we did weekly. This year we want to do every once in a while instead.
That sounds dope, man. Looking forward to the collabs. And then I will have Young Moolah in here on Tuesday.
Tuesday, what time?
Probably typical time like this stream, but at the moment I don't know exactly. If I had to guess, around 5. I know he's on the West Coast.
So for me, on Tuesday, I think I'm just gonna do my normal thing with Steve and then pop a draft like I did last week, and like whenever he wants to leave, like wherever we're done with our topic. We're actually gonna get back to what it's supposed to be about, which is detailed information on a subject this week, because the free agency stuff and all that is kind of over. The draft, like the combine stuff. So the time box was needed for that. And the idea of the show is to talk about deeply on the data through fantasy points and other sources.
Yeah, I've liked your streams with Steve. He has a good channel as well. Are you Derrick Henry here, or how you feel?
I like Derrick Henry here.
Little falling value, stay balanced with running back and wide receiver. I like that too.
Yeah. So on Tuesdays, we're going to do that. He wants to do that earlier than my normal show, but I think I'm just going to, instead of setting up a second stream and doing solo afterwards, I think I'm just going to run it as one stream and then check out a little early and use Tuesdays to actually go out and visit my family.
Yeah.
Like to actually, associate with people who, are in my life.
Time well spent.
Yeah. So, but yeah. McMillan pulled up. I'm not I kind of want Nico here, but Pickens is the fall.
A pretty solid price on Pickens. I have a bit more Nico.
Let's just do it.
Yeah, I mean it's a good price.
Yeah, like I'm not against it.
I'm not either. I'm also not fully convinced that he's going to be any different than what Lamb offers in terms of total fantasy points.
Same, but I just think Lamb's like 7-8 picks too high.
They should go a little closer to each other, and so to take Pickens in the third feels really strong.
Jefferson's going to start going ahead of Amon-Ra again.
Right. Maybe even ahead of JSN.
I have 13. Oh, maybe. I've already taken him above JSN before. I did it a while back. I convinced, who was it? I convinced somebody to do that on stream.
Wasn't me. I know I have very little JSN, and I would have remembered that vividly if you lobbied for it. Wasn't me.
Yeah, I can't remember. Wasn't this one? But yeah, I remember distinctly doing that. And it was pretty fun. Like we ended up getting a fallback from the back. I think it may have ended up like, I'll look it up eventually, but I'm hoping I had Kenneth Walker in the third.
Yeah. Or any team with him there feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened in this lobby here? London and Neighbors went top 15 and then literally 16 through 25, like 10 straight picks, nothing but Green and the 2 tight ends. That's pretty notable.
Yeah. So one of my drafts I done last night, I landed a Bijan Drake London team.
Nice. Who'd you stack with?
I didn't.
Probably a wise move.
Not
to worry about it. Just take the points.
I even took Terry McLaurin to try to push Jaden Daniels back around. That didn't work. So I ended up taking naked Trevor Lawrence. No, I took Trevor Lawrence, Parker Washington back. Okay.
Would you like JMO here? We could take the Adams Puka, but I'm more interested in JMO personally.
Yeah, let's go JMO.
If not, who would you consider?
I think JMO's fine.
Word.
I don't. JMO's one of those pick. You know how there's players that like you don't remember picking all the time, and then you look and you're like closer to rate than you are. Like,
And you'd like to be?
well, like I'm 5.4%, and like the last time I looked, I was like 7%, but I think I thought I was going to be low on them, and I wasn't, and so I just continued to not click them even more. Kind of thing.
I realized about a week or so ago that I was like 2% JMO. I was like, holy shit, why am I not clicking him? I think I just got sniped a lot. Yeah. But what about here?
I'm in on Lamar or Travion.
Travion's interesting, but would you ever pull up Tootin? I kind of want to go Lamar instead.
Yeah, let's go Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar is kind of in that spot where I thought I had more, and then I realized I was also low. And like, why am I low? And it's because I'm just trying to get a falling value, and now it's like anytime after pick 50, I'll just take Lamar. And with Henry, I don't think it's a bad combination to have at all.
Yeah, I think that like you're locking up one of the offenses you're expecting to be one of the better offenses in the league. Derrick Henry actually caught more passes last year than we expect, which, over one is more than I expected. Like I distinctly remember this betting. Every primetime game that they had, he had 15 receptions. Every primetime game they had, Derrick Henry had 0 receptions in the first half. And the prop was even money for 0 receptions or 0.5 receptions in the second half. And I bet it like 3 weeks in a row. And the first drive, they came out and one of the first 3 plays, they threw it to Derrick Henry. And that's all he done, just the 1 reception. But right after halftime, as soon as I made the bet, it was like 3 prime times in a row. And as you go back and you look at the game log, it's like they only did it once, but it was literally in the first drive after halftime every time.
The betting market is just setting you up to rug pull you eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, he had 15 receptions. But he did have an average of 10 yards per reception, which is wild. He had 150 receiving yards on 15 receptions.
Not bad. When he gets moving, he can just churn out yards so fast.
Yeah. I'm in on RJ Harvey if he falls all the way back, but he doesn't.
I'd be fine with that price either, but I would imagine carbs there with only Travion takes him. But I like where we're at right now. We got Derrick Henry, anchor RB, Lamar, great quarterback, and then our receiver room is pretty fire. Our Harvey does not make it. We passed on Pierce last time. Do you want to go Pierce and then pull up a running back in the next round, or do you like the quarterbacks?
We can just go Pierce. That's fine. I mean, we already have Lamar.
Yeah, I don't think we need a quarterback desperately.
Yeah, like we have Stafford to be able to be stacked. We have Dak to be able to be stacked if he comes back around. And if all that fails, we can just take Jared Goff.
Is there a running back you want to pull up, or
absolutely not.
No. I don't think anyone's coming back to us though. That's the only thing. But
I think we do the double stack Indy thing.
You want to go Tyler Warren because he's still there?
I think we do that, or Michael Wilson or DK Metcalf, whichever one you want.
I'll take Warren.
Yeah.
Again.
And then we can actually just push and then take Daniel Jones ahead of ADP and call it Lamar and Daniel Jones and be done.
Fun. Great.
I mean, we can even go 3 with Lamar. Like, if we push it around and, like, if Dak comes all the way back again, like, we just do that, and then we can still take Daniel Jones at ADP.
Yeah.
But, like, if Dak comes... Yeah. That's why I didn't want to pull anybody up, because that's going to be his new ADP.
Right.
And I have an absolute bag of them already. I'm not even saying that his new price is wrong. but I don't know.
I feel like we might get stuck in the taking a shit ton of running backs really soon, though. Like, like this might be a 9 running back team. Just kidding. But if we don't address that soon, I think we might get punished.
I think we need one in the next 2. Probably 2, but like we'll see what happens. Like I don't want to pass up, like, if I don't want to pull somebody way up the board if they're all gone.
Just you don't want to be overreaction on that.
I would rather hit 2 more receivers if there's no value pick there at running back, and then just go like stop at 7 wide receivers, stop at 2 quarterbacks, and go 8 running backs.
I don't hate that. We kind of got stuck in that. Like once that team at the bookend went Chase Brown, Jacobs, and then the ETN pull up, it was like, well,
and then Young Moolah doing his thing there in the middle. I mean, it's a really solid start, though. I like it.
Yeah, I like Young Moolah's team a lot more than the last one. Well, like he's saying, studied every position up top.
He has time. He's a good drafter most of the time. He just, like, I've tried things that look awful later. Like, it's like, well, that was a fail.
Mm-hmm. But his team looks pretty good so far.
I'm gonna recommend a guy who's not even on the screen yet.
There's someone in my mind. I'll say it.
I'm sure it's the same guy.
Wandale?
Yeah. This is where I've been taking him, and I'm taking him like every draft.
Basically. I'm totally down for that. Yeah. Give me a reason to fade Quentin Johnston. Also, I have too much Quentin Johnston.
I know you do. It's you've talked about it a couple times, and I've been in on the at 4% thing, and the whole time, and I don't feel great about it. Like it was like if the only 2 guys was left was Quentin Johnston and Jacoby, I was going Jacoby. Now I like wish I'd taken Jacoby instead. Kind of.
You mentioned Blake Corum being valid for Rico Dowdle, but I'm interested in Price here as well.
Yeah, I think either one of those is perfectly fine.
I think I'm willing to take the shot that he's the Seahawks running back and take Price.
Let's do that.
Like, that's what piques my interest. Slightly behind ADP, Corum goes immediately. They were both fine picks, but
like the Wandale pick also does something else for our team.
Cam Ward.
Well, it sets up if somebody pulls up Daniel Jones ahead of ADP, we're still we still have a second stack to go to.
Yeah. Good late round option with, I think Ward has the most potential in that like region of the court. Like I don't believe in Stroud coming back. Bryce Young, I'm over. Cam Ward, I think, has a lot of upside.
Yeah. Well, Brian Dable has he was really good as an OC. I mean, yes, he had Josh Allen, but
he also won a playoff game with Daniel Jones.
Yeah. Which may be the only time that ever happens, but
I believe so.
I don't know, man. Like, I can
see he's getting hurt, bro. He can't stay healthy.
He can't. I just can't get they say he doesn't have a lazy eye, but you see the picture of him and it looks like he's got the lazy eye. And there's nothing against
there's nothing wrong with that.
But it's it looks slightly off. Like something looks off at all the pictures of him.
It's like how Eli has his mouth open in all the pictures.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing odd, but I guess no, there's something odd.
There's definitely something odd with it.
Yeah. You're just like, okay. But no, I just don't trust him to stay healthy, man. Like he just has too many leg injuries. And his reaction when he tore his Achilles was so visceral, but it had so much history behind it too. It was he knows he's right on the cusp of really delivering, and his body just can't hold up. And like ultimately, I think that's what he knows. That's why he keeps demanding so much money.
Yeah.
And like it's just not
But you
a
demand
player.
money anytime you have the ability to demand it. I mean, we just take Stafford.
Of course, I mean, at this price, of course.
Yeah. Not like, okay, thank you.
Yeah, beautiful.
Wasn't intending on doing that. We'll figure out the other positions.
Totally didn't expect him to be there,
Yeah.
but have to with Puka, 100%.
How dare you take our boy Rashad White?
I mean, to gift us Stafford. Why didn't he want the Corum Stafford stack? Is my question.
I mean, Corum actually caught, I think it was like 8 passes in the playoff game, but he only caught like 12 passes all year or something crazy. Like,
Okay.
he had 8 receptions on the season. And okay, he had 3 in the Seattle game, and he had 2 in the Carolina game. So he had 5 in the playoffs, and he had 8 on the entire season.
Infamous receiving back.
Yeah.
Always nice when my 1% shares to fall at a reasonable price. Nice. Yeah, we got a great price on Stafford. Damn. Are we just pulling up Mike Washington again, or
I think this could easily be a Mason team.
I kind of feel like Mason's prices should be falling.
We could do whichever one you want.
I'd rather go Mike Washington and kind
Okay.
of chase some of the exposure.
I think Mason's a fine pick where he's at now.
He's okay. I don't like the Kyler Murray signing to steal some of those touches from him. He doesn't catch passes, and like
that's fantastic because Kyler can't throw. Like Kyler's going to open up the running lanes too.
Yeah, but in my opinion, like Mason just couldn't beat Aaron Jones last year. Only when Jones like went down did Mason really like get some real commitment to him. I know he has a contract and stuff, but like I thought he got to a kind of a plateau of value in the last week. And now that they brought back Aaron Jones, I think he deserves to fall, and he's just not. So I'm kind of out at the moment, but I have a decent amount of him.
I think the Aaron Jones contract is the same as the Jordan Mason contract too.
Well, from a talent perspective, I still believe Aaron Jones is the better player. And that's where, like, if I'm going to invest in Minnesota, I'd rather go Aaron Jones, much cheaper. Yeah. But I get your take on it. A few days ago, I was like, yes, just give me the points with Mason. But with Jones coming back, I'm just like, I'm a little unenthusiastic about it.
No, I get it. I totally get that.
But it could very well be the right click. Like the Mike Washington might be just a huge over optimism, and like this is the higher price to pay for sure. It could be wrong, but I feel like with Price and Washington, now we're just getting that Seahawks RB1 more likely.
Yeah. So the Titans have new uniforms.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google it.
Can we?
I
like it. It's basically the Houston Oilers. Yeah, it's the Houston Oilers with a little more red around the outside. Looks fantastic.
Gotcha.
The old baby blues.
That's a nice uniform for them.
It is. I like it.
Can I get this?
Yeah. So sorry, I was looking up information on it, Underdog NFL, and they just posted 4 things of the Titans' new uniforms instead of actual information.
We're on the clock.
Yeah. Hit running back.
Whoever you want.
Go Woody.
Really? Not your boy Emmett?
I mean, he might come back. We might just go both. We already have 2 rookies.
That's fair. Yeah, that's totally legit.
I think this price for Woody, I don't love it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't love it.
I've seen it much later.
But I have too. But like, we just need somebody gonna get touches early in the season.
That's true.
Like, is he gonna get the bulk of them? No, but he's gonna have some upside. Hit quarterback real quick.
I don't want it, man. I wanted it a value. I don't want to hear.
Yeah. I was wondering if Cam Ward is still there. Hit.
um,
Want to go?
I don't
Kelsey?
hate Connor, honestly. I don't hate Connor, but
We
you
can
want
do.
to do
Yeah,
Kelsey?
we could do Kelsey or Connor, either one.
I have so much Kelsey. I'm going to go
Yeah,
Connor.
let's do that. Like it's the same kind of bet. Like it's a bet that's similar to the Woody Marks one.
Mm-hmm.
And like David Montgomery is an awesome back, but you can't like I do think that it's better. I like Woody Marks better now that they have David Montgomery than I did before they had David Montgomery, because I think that they're going to be able to put him in the role that he's going to be good at.
Yeah, he's fine. I just don't trust him on the goal line. And like,
I mean, I don't either.
If we weren't desperate, we didn't get a good value. Like the team after us pulls up Rodriguez. I don't know. It was all very uninspiring. We just needed some names, so I'm fine with it. But in general,
Yeah.
I don't love the Woody Marks click.
No, you're right. Like we're just trying to get to Price or Washington being good,
Yeah,
and not have our team dead by that point.
yeah, that's fair.
Like
Aaron Jones goes.
That was the other one I was thinking about pulling all the way up.
Yeah, didn't scroll down far enough to really evaluate the decision.
I was like at the Woody Marks pick, I was thinking about it. Like that's like I was like, we could just do Jones. I'm like, but we could get Marks and Jones.
I'm glad I scooped him up so heavily in the days when he was just unsigned, where he was falling to like 180 at times. It was like, yeah, I'll take Aaron Jones here, 100%.
Yeah, I got to overweight. I got to 9% during that time.
Nice.
I think I must have a share of him in a war room or something.
Brooks goes, that's his normal price.
Yeah.
But a big run on tight end there. Maybe taking tight end wasn't the worst decision. We could have taken Andrews, I guess.
I don't think there's a big difference between, like, I think Kelsey, there is a big difference, but I think like Barner, Likely, Goddard is kind of a tier, but I don't think it's that high above K-Dot and Gunnar Helm and stuff.
Right. Yeah, the tight end position has so many outs later on, and we already have our main guy with.
Yeah, we made the bet there, so I mean, if Emmett comes back, we take Emmett.
Right.
If he doesn't come back, it's fine. Like hit running back. I think we just take two more running backs here. If there's two,
I'd be okay with that, but I kind of want to get back in at receiver soon as well. But
yeah, let's go Emmett.
Emmett for sure, right here.
Like I don't like one of those three running backs has to find a good landing spot, right? Like
yeah,
right?
absolutely,
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think those. I mean, unless Jonah Coleman just burns us.
What pick was
that?
John
Allen, I think, is the only.
Was that 166?
Where we got Emmett? Yeah, 166.
Yeah, I think we're good to. I mean,
you want to go Pacheco?
That was what I was going to say. Like, take the Pacheco here, then we're done. Like, because we need to get to that point. We're definitely done with those two quarterbacks.
No receivers are that inspiring. Booty's okay, but like I'm fine going Pacheco and just
I think we do that. Like, we spent the capital already at wide receiver, right?
We have some legit receiver with Wandale as the fifth. Like that really covers us pretty well. We can stop at two quarterbacks, I think, very comfortably.
I think as long as we get like a K-Dot and a Pat Freiermuth, like we could even stop at two tight ends with Warren. Warren was incredibly consistent last year.
He was
when Daniel Jones was healthy.
Yeah,
and even a little bit afterwards. I'll read out the game logs real quick.
Go for it.
So it was like this is full PPR 14, or well, I'll round it up. 15, 12, 7, 18, 14, 18, 16, 9, 6, or 7.6, which is not 6. That is 8. 18, 10, 11, and he must have got hurt week 13 because 3.7, 4.9, 6.0, then 9 and 8. So
Yeah.
before that, it was like just 10 points almost every week.
Yeah, and then once Rivers got back, he got back into a groove, basically. Like, he's just so talented. They wouldn't have moved off Pittman if they didn't trust him.
Yeah, he just didn't get any touchdowns then.
Yeah,
because he kept throwing. Like Rivers was throwing balls in the middle of the field to Alec Pierce, like 8-yard slants and stuff. Like Pierce had never ran that kind of route, like those routes, like in the offense before that, or Daniel Jones couldn't do it or whatever. Or maybe they just hadn't evolved it yet. But Rivers came in and like he just spammed Alec Pierce.
That's true. Pierce was like the only benefactor in that situation.
Yeah.
At least like back to like high end fantasy production.
Because I remember people talking about Michael Pittman and how Rivers' game, not being able to throw it deep, was going to benefit Pittman. And I kind of bought into it. But then, like, I know Coolers and I were in on the if the field is all in on this, let's bet the other side at an equal amount because the field's not doing it.
The team behind us has no tight end at all.
I want either Mason Taylor, Gunnar Helm, or Cade.
I think I want to go Cade in this spot.
Sounds good. I think he's the safest of the group.
Yeah.
Gunnar Helm was a team stack, but I don't think it really matters.
Yeah, we didn't get Ward, so I'd be fine with it with our next pick. I wouldn't hate it, but I don't think it's. We could also pull up Chig even. I wouldn't hate that.
I did not know Chig was available. I would take Chig above Cade. I moved Chig to 170, 160, 170.
Okay. Well, we'll see if Mule Deer 53. Mule Deer.
Well, they sure didn't care about taking one there.
No. Watch us get sniped though. No. All right. You want to just go with receivers the rest of the way and call it done?
Yeah, I think that we take him because I think he's a value right now.
Hell yeah.
And we get what, 3 receivers?
Yeah. We've got Lamar and Matthew Stafford, running backs Derrick Henry, Jadarian Price, Mike Washington, Woody Marks, James Conner, Emmett Johnson, and Pacheco. And then at receiver, we have Puka, Pickens, Jamo, Pierce, Wandale, and then tight end feels pretty comfortable now that we have Tyler Warren, Kate Otten, and Chigo Okonkwo.
Yeah. Nice. There's like 20 people live right now. So many people live.
It's a good time for it. Appreciate the 29 viewers we have. We've kind of held strong in the 30 zone for a lot of this draft. I really appreciate everyone. Drop a like if you haven't done so already. Subscribe over on Hoohames channel as well. And link is in the description in case you've never seen it. Yeah.
So Joan Scarabs there, Quorum Infamous receiving back. I think that was the first. I've not seen Jones talk in my chat, at least. I don't know if they're in yours, but welcome.
This might be the first time I've seen him type something, but very welcome to the community.
Yeah.
And appreciate you joining us today.
Yeah, and by the way, as he said, if you sub to me, like I'm on a goal for 500 subs. At 500 subs, I'm going to do a 12-hour live stream post NFL draft with best ball content whenever like the puppy and all that stuff releases. It'll be an awesome time. I'm going to have guests on, all that stuff. Also, when I hit 500 subs, we're going to implement an entire line of emojis. I've been starting to work on them a little bit. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be interactive.
Nice.
That's going to be what I do with members, basically. Is we're going to have it'll end up being way more than that eventually, but definitely going to work in the emojis, and they'll be the basic owl ones for like basic things, and then we're going to do like some lore ones eventually, like throughout the like I'm gonna just make ones for lore at points.
You at least
Like
need an owl, 100%.
oh well no, it's gonna be like a whole lot of owls. Like there's gonna be one that like it's like him holding like a sign that says sub or whatever, like for new subs, stuff like that. Like just basic things. And
Nice.
then uh like I'm definitely gonna have to have one that's like uh pull up Jaden Reed or pull up Matthew Golden.
No, I'm surprised
Yeah.
it's not Omar Cooper.
No, well, it from the me losing it in the soul stream.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
Definitely gonna have to have that in there somewhere.
For sure.
Let's go Let's go Brazzle. I think we need some
Okay,
upside. Let's go some upside here.
let's do it.
How out are you on Cooper Cup?
With Shaheed coming back, like I'm so committed to Horton. I
Me
gotta
too.
be out on Cup. Just
Me too.
until it's a new contest. I'm just like, no, Horton is still gonna work out. Keep the faith.
Yeah.
Not gonna start talking myself into Cup. The whole like big reason I really trust Horton is the fade on Cup.
I still like I don't think that's a reason to take 0 though.
No, I have a few, but I'm not like dying to do it with.
I'm not
with
either.
Shaheed coming back.
There is a player here that I think like I took a ton of early. Free agency's been decent for them, and they haven't done anything yet.
I'm okay with Kyle Williams, but who's your name?
Mine's Devon Vele.
Devon Vele, not bad.
Well, like they're improving the offense.
I think they're going to draft Tate
They
or
might
Lemon.
take Williams. Like even if that happens, he's wide receiver 3 on an offense.
He kind of sucks.
I mean, they invested a lot into him. They traded 2 fourths or something for him.
Yeah, I feel like he can make his way back, but when I have Shuck, I take him a little bit, but I never feel happy about it, to be honest, man. I could be wrong though. I'm just, especially with bringing in ETN, like I'm pretty convinced they're going to go receiver with their first pick, probably. If they can take Tate, that's a smash, but maybe they go elsewhere. But I just don't see him maintaining number 2 status, and then, but
so like
go for a little more in depth on it. Talk me into it.
So the reason I don't hate it, like at this point in the draft, you want 2 types of profiles: people who are going to spike in a single play, or if you think that you may need some players that are going to be dependable, even low volume. Like those guys that are going to get 40 to 60 yards every week. The weeks they get a touchdown, they probably hit your lineup in the bottom, right? A 13-point week. That's like what? Sometimes like 7 points more on the season. Is that a lot? No. But if they do that 3-4 times throughout the season and they hit your lineup a couple times, like that's well worth it down here. It's just giving you some floor. Like, and you want to layer your teams with a good amount of ceiling and floor. And I think that he fits a certain spot. And like Kyle Williams and Brazell are the home run hitters. And like I think the next guy we take should be like a Skylar Bell or somebody like him or Cooper Cup or Torrey Horton if he's still there. I wouldn't even hate Torrey Horton here.
Horton went 187, but
okay. But like I just think it's more about layering your team with different profiles.
That's fair. I like the floor argument for sure. I don't think he's a 0.
Well, that's the thing. Like he's and like if you end up having some injuries throughout the season, like he's the kind of guy who's going to guarantee you some points probably most weeks. Like that's even fair. as a wide receiver 3. But if Elikayomen are still here, I think we just take him.
I'd be fine grabbing Vele as well, but Ayamanor falling with Wandale coming in. I don't really want a second Titans.
Though. That actually makes sense.
But I think going with more of a floor guy is fine. I'm also fine with maybe he got taken, but Taekwon.
Yeah, we could go. We could just go
Oh
with.
no,
Yeah,
Taekwon's off the board. Never
we could
mind.
also take Zacchaeus.
I'd rather go Vele.
Actually, Darius Slayton is like a pretty solid pick down here, especially like. I also think that they go wide receiver, but
Took
like
Calvin Austin.
like
I'm fine taking Vele here
okay,
personally.
yeah, I just think that like with our room, since like we just took the two ceiling guys and we have the five guys who should be what we need, right?
Right.
Like those five guys is what we need. We have two home run hitters down there. And like Vele's just kind of there to maybe help us through bye weeks. Maybe.
Yeah, we just a
Like,
few more contributions just to make sure we're settled in. But I think with the swings of the unknown of Brazel and Kyle Williams, your floor argument I
yeah,
believe is
because
appropriate.
it's kind of like a six or a six wide receiver team with two
Huge.
probably zeros.
Yeah,
You know,
probably.
like yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, that's why I think he fits this specific room.
I think their team, I mean, we'll see about running back, but I think we shored up at least one good landing spot. Let's review the whole thing.
Well, we screwed up because we didn't go 9 RBs.
Right, that's very fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
we should have just stuck with 6 receivers, and then
Yeah,
instead
we
of
should have went nine running backs.
yeah, that was the move for sure.
Yeah.
But I think our quarterback room is fucking awesome with Lamar right there and Stafford 18 picks passed with Puka. Like
that's crazy.
Beautiful. So happy with that.
Yeah, because we passed on Adams, so we knew he was on the other side. So whenever the Adams drafter didn't take him, it was unlikely he fell back. But like that was in my mind when I was like, no, let's go with
yeah.
yeah,
the Adams team. But I'm sure they were happy because they ended up taking Baker. Oh no, they wanted Stafford for sure. Never mind. They don't have this stack.
Well, guess what?
Anyways.
Sucks to suck, guy.
They pulled the 102.
Yeah.
Little did they know.
And SDOT has another reason. Like Olave did have injury concerns before. And if that happens, like even if they draft a guy, he's definitely the 2. And we like the offense, right? Like I like the offense.
Yeah, no, I'm in on Shuck. I think they got some potential. I like the Kellen Moore system for sure.
And let's say they draft somebody like Jordan Tyson for the future who's not fully healthy yet, too.
Mm-hmm.
What if that's their move? And then
yeah, they could also wait to round 2, and that guy just is a bust hypothetically. Like, yeah, there's definitely ways for that to work out, but
yeah, we're just trolling you. We're just
a little bit.
I troll myself all the time, so it's okay. Yeah.
Shadow Realmed made my head spin.
Yeah.
And what's up, Off the Schneid? Appreciate you joining. Had a good stream last night. I enjoyed the replay on Off the Schneid. Check his channel out as well. Maybe we'll have a collab running in the near future. But okay, so our running back room. At least we got the anchor with Henry. That covers some bases.
Yeah.
Jadarian Price, Mike Washington, just home run swings. Not much else. Woody Marks, a little gross, but just needed the points. Same
it
with
is gross. It is gross.
Emmett Johnson, though, does get there at 166. So we shored up every rookie with a shot to go to Seattle other than like maybe Jonah Coleman. But I think these 3 are the most appealing other than Jeremiah Love as rookies, in my opinion. And then we did pull up Pacheco just for the hell of it. And
I mean, I think we needed another guy who's going to kind of be on the field some, at least early in the season. Even if Detroit drafts one of these, Detroit could draft one of these guys too.
Right.
Like if that happens, like let's say that they take Mike Washington the 3rd or whatever.
Hypothetically, yeah.
Right. Like I don't think he's going to be there, but like let's say they take him in the 3rd. That's like where his average ADP is right now in mock drafts. That's a perfect fit with there. And like if Pacheco is there, like Pacheco's going, like even if they draft a rookie, they're probably not adding a free agent at this point. So
he's got some touchdown production upside. Like I see some outs for him where he's a fine click there, but I think that's the round I'm calling it. I'm not going to go much higher until I see the ADP really shift.
We're just trying to get points between Marks, Connor, and Pacheco. Some points every week for the first like 5 weeks, and then hopefully one of the rookies smash.
Yeah,
that's it.
Our receiver room, though, very strong. We got the Puka Stafford stack. That fell into our lap. That was dope. Pickens at a nice little value there, pick 27. JMO, spike week upside for sure. Pierce, we took because that spot got a little bit dicey, but honestly, I don't see much of a huge difference between him and Wandale. We got a nice spot on Wandale. Brazel, Kyle Williams, Devon Bailey. One of those three will give us something, but then the other five are really, really strong. We don't need too many contributions. Yeah. And then tight end, we took Tyler Warren at a nice little discount, got both of the Colts receivers, and then we just left the value that was still on the board just land on our team with Otten and Chig Okonkwo. I do agree with you. Seeing it, Okonkwo is a better click over Otten for sure.
Yeah. Like Chig, I moved him up to like 170.
Gotcha. That's fair. I mean, last 2 seasons that Commanders tight end was really valuable. As long as Daniels is on the field, there's a lot of touchdown production you can find yourself with. So I like that. Yeah. I think we're in okay shape as long as our running back room works out, but you know, not the most impressive running back core I've ever seen.
Oh no, it's ugly.
Yeah.
But it's very ugly.
The way the receiver room panned out, super strong. Tight end is really strong, and then quarterback is fucking awesome.
I just think we layered our team very well. Like we may not have the best names, but I think the layers of what we did work.
We also kind of got like sniped on some running backs. Like other than taking Travion there, like we didn't have a good value at running back up to that point. You know, we just got screwed with who was left to take. Like even ETN wasn't on the board in the third. It is what it is. But I'd rather have Lamar and the team we have than Travion and who knows at quarterback.
Well, if we would have did that, we probably would have taken Stafford in that round, and
instead of Price,
and then we wouldn't have the fall in the ADP value there.
Yeah, we still would have gotten sniped on Rashad, of course, and we would have gotten stuck with somebody else.
Daniel Jones two rounds down, and you wouldn't have been happy.
I would not have been happy. I think we made the right choices, and the room just didn't give us many gifts at the position, unfortunately. But how's Champ looking? B-. Let's take a look at Champ's team at the 101. Goes 2-5-11-2. This should be interesting. Trevor Lawrence, Tyler Shuck, Jahmyr Gibbs, Chase Brown, Josh Jacobs, Kimani Vidal, Brian Robinson. To start Trip running back, I think that's fine. And then here's the moment of truth. Wide receiver has Roma Dunze, Mike Evans, Parker Washington, Jawan Jennings, Romeo Dobbs, Jalen McMillan, Ryan Flournoy, Jeremy Bernard, Malik Washington, Darnell Mooney, and Tez Johnson. So just went ham. And then tight end is Brenton Strange, Juwan Johnson. I think you needed another tight end instead of 11. But
yeah, I mean, like I don't know, like what was he gonna do? Like,
I mean, he could have taken Chig.
Could he?
I think so. 11 receivers, man. Like,
we got him on the way back, didn't we? Yeah.
So yeah. Instead of
we were talking about it, so he could have done that.
Yeah,
we wouldn't have hated. I wouldn't have been upset about it.
No,
I would have yelled. I would have been like, "Come on, man!" But I wouldn't have cared. You know.
I think it's fine, but like, there's just so much relying on Trevor and Tyler, and like, I don't know.
I mean, but he did stack his 2 quarterbacks with the tight ends. So like,
yeah, it's not egregious. I think it's totally fine, but just not the build I would go for. But to start 3 running backs with that situation, like, yeah, what else does he really need? But
yeah, I mean, it's a mild, like, you could have went a third tight end kind of thing.
Yeah, I think he could still advance though. I don't want to bury him entirely.
Yeah, I think the team is really good. I'm with you. I personally would have added another tight end. Like he also had Mason Taylor on the board at that point, and Jake Tonjes, and Gunnar Helm, and Pat Freiermuth. So like all of those names were there.
Yeah, to take 11, you pass a lot on those other onesies, and like
I just would have taken one of those shots on a position you were planning on going 10.
Yeah, 10 is my max. 10,
he also has good capital at wide receiver. Like I know he waited till round 4 to take one,
The
but like
names aren't bad, not gonna
but like
lie.
he's got one in 4, 5, 6, and 8, right?
Yeah, that's where like I
Like
feel like the top 5 are good
yeah,
enough where you don't need the 11th.
that's the thing. Like
Yeah,
I personally just think that one of those two should have been another tight end, if not
but
two of them for 4 tight ends.
yeah,
Like
super late in the draft. It's not the end of the world.
yeah, I mean yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Oddly, it's fine.
Yeah,
But let's see what young Moolah did this second time around. Has a 2.783, same build as ours. Went rainbow at the top with Amon-Ra, Jeremiah Love, Josh Allen, Colston Loveland. So the full team should be interesting. Allen and Goff stacked with Amon-Ra, Jeremiah, Beischel Tootin, Swift, JCM, Jonathan Brooks, loves his Jonathan Brooks. I don't hate it at all, especially behind ADP. Ray Davis, Marshawn Lloyd. So just committed to Lloyd now. And then Amon-Ra, Ricky Pearsall as the 2. That scares me. Pittman, Shakir, Omar Cooper. Good click, though. Tesla, Tank Dell, Jahan Dotson. And then tight end with Loveland, Laporte, and Freiermuth. I don't think he needs Freiermuth on this team. But
I mean I think it's fine. Like it doesn't matter.
I don't like the receiver room too much. I feel like this is one where you could have gone a little overkill on receiver depth, but like Pearsall is the number 2. He's so injury prone. That's where I'm like, yikes.
Yeah, but you're not you're betting it for net outcome, not for
yeah.
Like I mean that is Freiermuth to pick 233. Like he's never there still. He probably he offers way more. Like he offers consistency for sure there.
I am realizing the 23 pick fall that he should not be going that late. So yeah, I take that back. That's a fine click for sure. Hits the flex if he is valuable. So yeah, that's
is
fine.
wide receiver a little thin? Yeah, but he also has Pittman plus Shakir who won't spike, but they have like some floor to them.
Yeah, and then if Omar Cooper pays off like you're saying, then that's the best click on the board. So it can absolutely work. Very very legit. Just a little scary for my liking, but pretty lit. Pretty lit. And then Alex is interested at the 7. Sure, we can check that out.
And then there was another guy in the chat been talking.
Oh yeah, we could take a look at.
I don't see the names. So I'd remember the names. It was like the 7 spot or something.
Yes, I remember. Bats is at the 11, I think. But yeah, this is Alex at the 7.
Yeah.
We've got a 3.683 with Purdy, Brissett, and Penix, Kyron, Scadaboo, Quinshon, Chuba Hubbard, Tony Pollard, and Justice Hill.
Quinshon's falling to the 6th over and over again now, and I'm going to start taking a bunch.
At that price, I'm all in for sure. Yeah. I'm starting to talk myself back in the 5th where I don't think I need to.
Yeah, that's kind of what I just did. Now he's falling. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice. I'll take that. But then receiver as Jefferson, Flowers, Michael Wilson, Downs, Pat Bryant, Booty, Calvin Ridley, and Zachariah Branch. Tight end Trey McBride, George Kittle, and Gunnar Helm. Nice tight end room.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's very solid. I like taking Kittle with an elite tight end and then throwing a trash tight end on the end of it. I like doing that. Like the very few times I've taken Kittle, that's what I do.
Yeah, running back is awesome on this team with Judkins at the 3. If Chuba just can stay the guy, then he's a good click where he goes.
He got Pollard at 114. That's crazy. Like
yeah, that's it. That's I mean,
like, I'm not in on Pollard right now because I feel like they're definitely taking Love, but like
at that price,
that's a contingent back price. Like that.
Also, like he could get cut and go somewhere else. Hypothetically, he'd be one of the more coveted options, but only if they draft Love.
Yeah.
Maybe he just stays though.
It'd be fantastic to watch him get cut and go to Dallas.
That'd be interesting for sure. Or watch him just go to Pittsburgh and compete with Rico Dowdle.
Yeah.
just say fuck you.
Yeah, it would be awful. Like that
would suck. Yeah, man, pretty legit team. The Penix bet is interesting, but 199, I'm all in at that. Like that's fine.
I'm still not
Wow.
doing it. Like unless I
Really?
unless I
After
have
200?
unless I have London. Yeah.
I guess, yeah, with Tua there now. I'd rather have Penix than Tua personally, but I
Yeah,
get
but like
out.
Stefanski didn't draft him. He was very non-committal whenever he got hired. They went
Right,
out and they got somebody. Penix is hurt. Like it's not like he's healthy. So he's gonna
right.
miss there. He's going to a new system. He's not gonna be able to practice with it. Yes, he can learn it on the book side, but like he's probably not going to be ready early in the season. So he's not going to have the practice time in with the new roster either. So like I'm kind of the more I think about it, the more out I am.
It's an uphill battle, like you're talking about, but like I still kind of feel like the owner has kind of the final say over in
Yeah.
Atlanta, and I feel like he might pound the table, like make sure you give Penix a real shot. So I'm not fully out on him entirely. I'm kind of
Yeah.
out on both of them, but
No, I'm out on him unstacked
yeah.
is where I'm at.
Okay, that's fair. That's legit. Receiver room pretty dope. Even with Downs as the fourth, I think the depth is okay. Ridley though scares me a lot, but it's so late. I guess it's worth a swing every now and then.
Is it?
I haven't clicked it. I mean with Wandale now, I'm totally out. But could he get cut and go somewhere else? Maybe.
I have one share in a little board. Ridley. Like
I find
I was out before when it was just Io Manor and DK. And now they have Wandale there too. Like
yeah.
I do
Well,
think
now
that he could get cut, like you're saying. But
yeah, and that's what opens the door to me thinking like, okay, maybe it's not egregious. Like, what if he returns to Atlanta and he's the number 2?
yeah,
Like, that's not the end of the world.
as Alex
But
just said, which reminds me, like the only thing I don't like about this team is you take naked, like if that's your big brain stack there for Penix, like I don't like that's a really thin bet. Like you could have just taken Zacchaeus or Dotson.
I think Dotson actually got
He did. I think Young Mula take him.
after though. Yeah.
But like I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
I think if I'm gonna take the naked Penix there, I'm gonna just pull up whichever receiver I want of the two.
Gotcha. But
Or be fine with whichever one is left.
yeah, that price on Judkins though, really nice.
Oh, Zacchaeus also went.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
He's what he's saying. So okay. Never mind. Disregard.
And let's take a look at Bat's team at 11. He had Herbo, Prescott, Stroud, Kenneth Walker at 14, Bucky at 35, Dobbins, Aaron Jones, Katron, and Keaton Mitchell. Wide receivers Lamb, Ladd, DJ Moore, Jaden Higgins, Jerry Jeudy, Taekwon at pick 206, Jalen Noel, and Isaiah Bond. Tight ends Fannin, Gadsden, and Schultz. So strong at tight end.
Yeah.
Interesting depth at
What's his
receiver.
quarterback again?
Herbo, Prescott, and Stroud. So fairly strong with some legit
very
stack.
strong team at 3 positions. And wide receiver, you're very strong at the top, and then just hoping for some darts.
Top heavy, but can totally cover you.
Only thing I don't like about the team is you got 3 Cleveland Browns and no quarterback option for them, and you still have 3 quarterbacks. Like I would have shaved off one of the Browns is all. Like just because that's a lot of Browns like without a quarterback stack.
What if he went Ferguson instead of Stroud and then in theory had like, I mean, Shador didn't even get drafted, so
right. I mean, I just think that like
he had great tight ends already.
Because he had Judy, he had Fannin, and he had one more, right?
Yeah, also has Bond.
Yeah, he also has Bond. So like I think that the Bond, like the triple stack on the unstacked quarterback, I just would have went something different. Is all like, and that's a very minor complaint. It's like you get 1 week, you're good.
It's a lot of Browns for me though. It's a lot of Brown.
But he is a Browns fan. Okay, got it. I do think that Bond is a very serviceable click in the 20th.
He's interesting. I'm just kind of convinced that once Tate gets there, it's like they'll move on so fast. But maybe not.
Yeah, but yeah,
Maybe not.
I'm gonna head out for sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure you're probably done as well.
I am done as well. Yeah, past 7, don't have the time to do a full one, but appreciate you joining, man. Very, very much appreciated. I don't think I missed anyone. Do we?
No.
But Steven says, thanks, Who and Mr. Blunt. Learned lots from drafting with you both. Appreciate it. I learned some stuff as well. I think we got some good takes to bounce off each other, and appreciate you joining me, man. Very, very appreciative.
I had a good time again. It was a lot of fun. So thanks for inviting me again. I'm sure we'll have several streams throughout the summer together. I'm looking forward to it.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you next time.
I'm probably going to be in bed in about an hour to hour and a half, and up. I have a great day at work tomorrow. I get to stand around and watch somebody work for 12 hours.
You get to be the trainer.
Yeah, I am the trainer, and this guy done this job for like 14 years before. Like he's had like a 8-year layoff or whatever from this job, but like, he knows what he's doing with everything but the computer stuff, like, which isn't really that hard. It might be for him, but
gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, I hope you have a great day. And like I said, appreciate you coming on. If anyone is not subscribed, head over to Hoohames channel. Link is in the description, and give him a sub over there.
All right. Thank you. Peace, chat.
Peace out, man. Good luck.